All right, this is Lemon Party session 13.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
It's officially 13.
It's officially 13. It's unofficially 12.
We're such
So-
horrible people.
Where you all are, not but 3 days ago, your crew, Cedric, sailed into the desert Arabian city of Drasal, a port center of trade for the Hayman dynasty. In an act of goated confidence, you parked your ship straight in the center of the Drasal port, the old, long-thought destroyed Hayman warship known as the Dune Knife, once piloted by the Captain Jasarko. After entering and having a rather suspicious conversation with the wharf master, you all made your way into town and hadn't been in there more than 3 hours before you had your skeletal friend reverse melted his face back on, attempted to find or discern the nature of your curse, and then proceeded to become embroiled in some kind of strange political scheme. This led to you all hightailing it through a sandstorm before making your way into an underground city deep beneath Drasal itself. This city, known as Ashar, was thought to be buried 1,000 years ago. Now the haven for a sect of martial artists. People from the former school of Benjamin Brooks, who did not agree with the stance that the Sultan should be overthrown for their crimes against the people. As the dog barks in the background continuously. It is at this point that a brief training session ensued where you tried to hone your skills against the monks of the Hayman dynasty, only to sort of get your asses handed to you, although managing to recover several useful techniques that maybe you could use in combat. After this, you decided that there was no use to a plan, especially after contact from your shipmate Odin, who you left in charge of the crew before bantering off to go see what the city held in store. So the three of you split up through the underwater channels of Ishara, leaving behind Benjamin Brooks and the old man around whom all this controversy swirled. Upon this, you had a very, very, very close encounter with a mimic beneath the harbor of Drasal itself. You pulled yourself out of this, only to find that your crew was missing. Not at the inn. The inn now surrounded by guards, the site of some kind of event. You tailed a familiar opponent into an alleyway, and after a brief confrontation, subdued them, knocking them unconscious, and discovering in the process that Memphis, one of your crewmates, was covered in rags and mud, dressed apparently as a hobo of the city, sitting in the city square. Meanwhile, Benjamin, you discussed a number of things, a number of poor plans, before a new face, a sort of out-of-place character, apparently one of the leaders of the resistance, the disciples, who disclosed that who disclosed that your crew, or that something was dragging all of the enemy into the harbor and had gotten all of their attention. Upon this, you started making your way up to the surface to rejoin whatever fate has befallen your crew and your close friends.
We'll get back to this Ibrahim.
Where you go, man?
Why did Ibrahim turn into... Hey, where you going, man?
He's a hobgoblin.
You're just gonna go on your own?
You're just gonna... I'm just gonna mumble it. Just...
That's a really bad idea. Look, old guy, hold on. And you see him turn back and say, hold on, you should wait here. You should wait here. As the old kind of frazzled... Okay. I'm gonna go sit down for a minute. At which point, he charges after you. Hold on a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I've got to go find the crew. Rejoin with my captain.
Look, fam, you're just gonna die out there. Like,
hold on. That's a big assumption.
I know we didn't know each other.
That's
so
a
well, but
big
I mean,
assumption.
Really,
That's a
new ally and
big assumption.
Really,
I would at least be captured. They're not gonna go straight to death.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's get back down to the basics. You don't even know how to leave this place.
Isn't it the way we came in?
No. It's like one of 3 ways.
Are you
really consider like not charging off before you think about things for like 3 seconds? Because I know that like I think I heard you say pirate life, like it's a little bit different. But here we got all sorts of people all over the city that want you dead. Probably. There.
This looks like how me and Matthew have conversations. Like, I'm just...
Also, I'm like 90% sure that I gave you a sending stone, and he has the other sending stone. So you can also just radio.
Blame it on...
Did we have it? I don't think I
sentence.
got this sending stone, did I?
When we split up, I was
Yeah, I thought
like,
we
one of
tossed it
us
to
should
you.
have the sending stone who stays, and one of us should have it when we go.
Oh.
Yeah,
Look. I'll show you
I
a way
keep
out.
up with this.
And you can find your friends, and we'll get
Benji,
them. I'll get you as close to them as
Okay.
you can. But also,
Hold. You can
once
stop
a day,
patronizing.
though, so-
I understand.
I'm not patronizing.
Gotta use it
I
once.
mean, like, you're here, and you gotta get to your friends. If you don't get to your friends, then you're...
Okay. What would be... I would be very grateful if you could show me the right way out.
I'll show you the right way out, and then I'll help you find it. And in fact, I got things that might help. Because Samir is all about honorable combat, and that's not exactly my forte.
Didn't you have the pious parents? Weren't you the homeschool kid?
I got
What
bored.
happened? I'm fine with that. All right,
Got
come
a
on.
lot of catching up to do, and I'll be happy to
We should
explain
exchange
everything.
tricks. We should exchange tricks. Yeah.
Follow me.
Did you see what I did to him with Samir's eyes?
Yes. Now use that in the future, but follow me because we're running out of time. At this point, you two kind of drag, or sorry, you 3, my bad. Drag the
It starts.
body of the currently unconscious Heyman operative into a more secluded place in the alley, a little bit farther away from the current happenings around the inn and the city square, or anything that could be heard. You get the sense that you have a little bit of privacy here, and maybe the noises here won't transfer as far, but you currently have in hostage.
Has Memphis followed us into this?
You do see Memphis is following behind you, kind of this old raggedy piece of cloth. It doesn't even look like a cloak. It looks like a blanket almost. It's been kind of ripped apart and it's covered in dust. You can see his face is just covered in grime. And as he's kind of following you,
How long have we been here?
as he's following you notice something. The way he's walking is kind of like hobbling and shambling about like 20 feet behind you, almost like he's drunk.
Oh.
As you kind of get farther and farther into the alleys, finally finding seclusion, you notice that once he's out of sight of everyone, he straightens up.
Memphis, a reconnaissance man. That's what I'm getting.
Faceman. Memphis.
Pulls the hood back and you see the grizzled, weathered eyes of the depressed halfling that you have grown accustomed to.
Where were you?
Well, it's a little bit complicated.
What do you mean?
Well, there was a sandstorm, and there was all sorts of political conflicts that we somehow got ourselves wrapped up in, and
Who'd you get wrapped up in?
one of the
Like all three political factions of the city.
one of Benji's old classmates
What?
ran into us.
Here, do you need a drink? I can give you water too.
Yes, please.
Just immediately starts guzzling water.
I did not need that
As kind of-
gif of you going.
Well, let's go ahead and both of you roll perception checks.
First rolls of the night, baby. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm using my unlucky one.
Man, it's still unlucky.
Yep.
4.
11.
Whoa! Look who's unlucky now. Me.
Still unlucky.
So you notice as he kind of hoists the tanker back to his mouth, you can see there are like multiple like blood stains like on underneath like the shirt on like the left hand side. And as he kind of lifts up, you can see underneath all the dust looks like it's external. Because the moment like the cloak pulls back, you can see parts of the undergarment that are still completely clean and just like how you remember them. It's like it's covered in like a thick layer of mud that just got like he fell into something.
Do I notice this at all or no?
No, you're kind of oblivious to the state of your crew.
I noticed that Memphis is the good old scout. Well, please do tell what happened to the crew.
We were laying low in the tenant cell, and we were in 3 rooms, and we heard shouting. I was shouting. I was with Alicia and Jay, and we were in one room. And there was crashing. And then there was shouting. And then there was metal clanging like swords. And I opened. Jay opened up the door. And there was a man wrapped in cloaks, turban, black leather, or cloth. And he shot Jay. And he missed me. And after that, we went running. I don't know what happened to the others. They were following us for a minute. Jay and Alicia ran into the square because there was a crowd there. I ducked into an alleyway and covered myself in mud and acted like a hobo on the street. I haven't seen the rest of them.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Memphis. We really didn't mean to put all of you through this, but
Who are they?
There's a secret evil monk organization that half of them are part of Benji's old classmates, and the other half are a rebellion group. Basically, there's evil ninjas after us.
yes, they're trying to overthrow the Sultan.
I knew it was a conspiracy. I knew it. I knew it.
But see if
We
maybe
have to find the others before it's too late. I'll take pieces of them, sew them together.
what?
Listen, I know you may not notice it, but this man has been able to. Wait, when did you get attacked by this ninja?
An hour ago.
Excuse me, Memphis, but the fuck you talking about, dog?
Okay. Well, he's managed.
I'll explain later.
We do have one of the ninjas.
Yes, see if maybe you could clear this up for us, but this agent right here was lining up to take a shot at you when we saw him.
He's dressed in the same garb. He's one of them.
So do you think they have you marked?
I don't know if they had us marked.
I mean, how would they even recognize you
I
now?
don't know. 'Cause they just went to our rooms.
Would have spotted us. Eventually, Memphis was hanging out in the same area as.
Hopefully we
Eventually
can.
gonna happen.
Hopefully we can get some answers. But how are we gonna find the rest of the crew?
How are we gonna get them into the only place that seems safe? Because I don't know about you, but I don't know if I remember the place we went to during the sandstorm to get in. And the only other place is through, well, you know, water.
We should probably call Benji and tell him what's been going on. He's been stuck down there this whole time.
Yeah, we should probably get Benji.
So I pull. I don't. I have the sending stone. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
I threw mine to Benji.
But wasn't it weird that you and me had them and like
Yeah.
we were always next to each other, so it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I pull out a sending stone.
I got a freaking account. I got a
Oh,
frickin-
someone's
now I
doing.
can
Someone
keep
spent
actual
too much
account.
time on Excel. Look at him.
Laughing at me.
Look at this business people.
Look at this piece of
This is
shit.
what I can do with myself.
We
So-
also have
Daniel.
two options. We can either come back with Memphis to the secret hideout and then go back out with Benji, or we can just kill this dude because we can't be carrying him around the city and then go look for our crew.
Do you remember last time what happened when we left that place? Fred almost got eaten by that ship.
Well, let's not go into the giant ship that's, I don't know, how far under the water was
I mean,
that?
you have
That was
it
literally his
It
fault.
seemed like there was stuff in there. I thought there'd be.
You shut up!
treasure.
Also, both of you and Frederick can both fly for like 30 more minutes.
Does flying last for 10 minutes or an hour?
Pretty sure it's not. Let me check.
We only were fighting for like 2 minutes, so it hasn't been that long either way.
You
Oh, never mind, it's
left
10
for,
minutes. I thought it
60
was-
seconds.
Yeah, because they
I
just
thought it was
ran
an
into
hour
that
for
on
some
Christmas.
reason.
No, I
So you
always
got
think
around
it's an
10
hour.
minutes of
Because
flight.
most of them are an hour. No, it's only 10 minutes. You're about to run out. Probably, sometime. I don't know.
Oh,
I casted
probably.
it like right before we
You have
scaled
60
that building.
seconds of flying if you would like to do anything with it.
Well, I casted it right before they went up
You
the
fly
building.
straight up?
No.
Oh, man.
Wait, but Matt, I casted it right before they went up to the building that we knocked this dude out. I don't know how long it's been since then, but just for your time frame.
How long has it taken us to get back?
We still
down to the
probably
alleyway?
don't have that much time.
5 plus. You have 3 minutes left.
Is there anything I need to fly to?
I mean, you could carry this dude and quickly go back the way we came. You could get to the shore really quickly in 3 minutes.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where the others are.
I guess.
I know that there's got to be some in the square. They have to have taken. Some have to have taken shelter there.
See, I don't think that we should go back. I think we need to stay out here and try to find more.
Alright, then we should probably kill this dude.
We need information.
There's always more we can capture. There's not necessarily more crew we can get.
You have a point. Why don't we send him back with Fred?
Look at this shit.
And you watch
I was
this.
about to
Whoa! As Memphis just takes
Never get that probe near me!
basically takes like this long kind of wicked looking sailor like and just jams it straight into his throat. He watches the body.
Let's be honest, you can't blame him.
Well,
That was a beautiful strike, by the way. Anyway.
Thank you.
how does it work?
You say the quote-unquote code word, and then you can send, I don't remember how many words.
25.
25, there you go. You can send 25 words to Benji.
What's the code word?
Nobody really cares.
Code word.
I thought you were about to say nobody really cares.
No.
Does that mean that's the one message that's transmitted according to
No.
how
I have to
Stone
say the
works?
code word and then I.
You
Oh.
activate it, and then you say the 25
Yeah,
words.
I understand. You, Benjamin, are currently walking back down these various city passageways that then comes off into what looks like a tunnel that's been carved out as Ibrahim follows you. Meanwhile, catch up, rewind back in time 3 minutes.
Okay, listen. I'm the guy running down for
know
this
what you're gonna
force that gets all of the information. I sit up on a rooftop all day and I watch shit. That's what I do. I know how things go down, to be perfectly honest with you. And I know you're probably wondering this. I wasn't part of the order 2 years ago. fact, I wasn't part of the order when all this happened. I left, and Samir called me. I was reached.
Why'd you leave? Assuming this is walk and talk.
It wasn't for me.
Hey.
Honestly, I prefer this. And you see him like point to the weapon on his back. This isn't exactly an art form by their standards, and I really don't care about that. Besides, I can make more money elsewhere. But Samir's an old friend, so I'm helping him. Look, here's the situation right now. There's Apollo and there's two others. There's Ajax, who's your old friend, if I recall.
Right.
And then there's Guido. Right. I know that Samir already told you that they can't get anything done because they fight and they did nothing but train against each other for years, and now they can't defeat each other. They just hit swords back and forth for hours. Right? That ain't true with two people. I'm one of them. I'm not part of this group, and it doesn't matter how trained you are. If you don't see a bullet coming, you're dead. And that's my specialty. So I'm kind of the wild card in this situation, but they got one too. And that's Guido. Look, I know that Samir doesn't know exactly how you could help this situation or what you could do. He just knows that you're different. I'm telling you right now, Guido is a real problem for us because he's not like everyone else. To tell you the truth, I don't know what exactly happened with him. I don't know his exact story. He left the order for 6 months. He wasn't kicked out. He just walked away when he told he wouldn't advance anymore. Came back 6 months later and brutally murdered, well, I shouldn't say murdered, challenged the current master of the Axe in position and cut him down with a form that no one knew about. And he's been sitting on the council ever since till the breakup happened. And now no one knows how he fights, no one knows how it works. And I'm telling you right now that they all fight and they can't get anything done, but Guido and me can kill people on either side easily. So if you can get rid of him, you're looking at a much better place. Carlo's going to be a real hard problem. Because I don't know what he's cooking up, and I know he's not just a warrior, as they say no more, but I don't know how it happens. I don't know what he does. I don't know what his style is. I just know that he moves, and I watch things move across the city, and I watch operatives move, and he will show up out of nowhere, and people vanish. And no one gets away.
Is he social?
Not at all.
No bars, taverns, brothels.
No. He's just like the monks. He keeps to himself. He doesn't talk about anything. He doesn't talk to anyone. The only difference is, the little bit I've seen, he doesn't fight like one of them. It's different. He doesn't use as much of those same styles, but I don't know what's happening under the hood.
Just off the top of your head, do you think he fights like the weapon?
That's a whole nother ball of wax.
The weapon, or does he fight like it?
No one knows what the weapon is. It's been around town for about 6 years now. It's unbeatable.
Only 6?
Only 6. Showed up with current detective. His name is Saul.
Saul? Wow.
Oh my god. Zach.
Hey, you know where Saul is?
Probably in the guard barracks. He's the leader of the detectives for the Saul. Or he's the leader of their force. He's the police captain and detective. But that's a whole other matter. Everyone avoids the weapon. No one can take it on, and once it sees you, and once it decides you're toast, your ass is grass. There's nothing you can do except run. Now it's slow. It's slow, so you can get away from it most of the time. But it's kind of forced this entire war underground because no one can stand in its way. It's pretty quick at finding things.
Alright, well then we'll take it one step at a time. First we get the allies, we get the people.
Since you know the watch, you know any of passageways from the harbor, secret ways that are at least more concealed.
I can get you wherever you want to go.
As I'm not actually concerned with getting me there, I'm concerned with getting people out. Not citizens, sailors, so they know a little bit of what they're doing, but they're not. A lot of them are not fighters.
Look, I've got an idea. Okay. You go up and you do your thing, right? I'll be shadowing you. I'm really good at being quiet. And here's what I'll do. I'll take care of any problems you run into, for the most part. Because I can take care of problems from a distance. Here's one catch, though. You want some... Pick a hand gesture. Any gesture. Any gesture. Just pick one. Simple, obscene, subtle, I don't care. Just pick one. Okay. You make that...
Actually, no, the coin staircase.
No, something... No, the other one works better. Because
Okay,
I can
that's-
see it.
I like the coin staircase.
You do that. You do that. Now get rid of the person that you do it to. Pure and simple. There's just one catch. If that person is in public, and you can't make some kind of distractionary noise to hide the fact that that person just got vaporized, then that's the last time I can help you. Because I gotta get out of there before they try and find me. Because as much as I want to get rid of Gulo's ass, they want to get rid of me.
We have an accord.
Okay. At this point, you see kind of the tunnel is coming to an end, just a sheer rock face. And at which point, you hear
Oh, jeez! Oh!
Command word.
Benji, meet us in the city square. We have information. Need your help.
Love you. Yeah, 5 more words if you really want.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
P.S. Bring snacks.
P.S. Okay, there you go.
No, I'm good. P.S.
Shut up!
Alright, they're in the town square.
You can also answer back.
There you go.
Makes sense.
I'm not really sure how this works.
Oh my
Do I
God.
like think it? Me and Ibrahim returning. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Wow.
And then the next words will just be me like talking without realizing that I'm still
Like
on the
5
phone.
random words. So anyway, Abraham.
I'm gonna kill the captain.
My annoying ass captain.
There we go. They can't be used for another day.
you watch as he two pieces of what seem to be rock slide back ever so slightly to open up a 2-foot hole.
I'll be behind you. Remember, I need a noise, and I can't be in public.
I got you. And I go.
Okay, you.
Man, I thought we were gonna have ourselves a good old fashioned alley interrogation with this guy, and this guy
Blood is
flushed down the
slowly
rear of the
pooling on
toilet.
the
Yep.
floor of the alleyway. You open up the. You make your way up.
Do we even
through
hide the bodies?
the
This
hole.
dude just sitting in a puddle of his own
And
blood.
it's kind of odd. It,
I'll pour a
it
whole bunch of booze
spits you
over
out
this.
right at this like small little crevice hidden behind a bunch of crates. That from there leads into like this more discreet alleyway. At this point, a difficulty slider appears on your screen.
What?
For the sake of funsies, we're gonna have some fun with this. Also because
For the sake of funsies, we're gonna have some fun with this.
I've had a drink. What the hell? if you sufficiently prove, or I shouldn't say prove, if you do enough this session, accomplish something worthwhile enough, you get an extra level when you level up.
Say less.
Because I've waited a long time, and it's kind of like...
Wait. Do and be successful, or do?
That's a big difference.
That is a big
I'll make
difference.
you a deal. Successful, but if one of you dies, then you still get the bonus.
What?
Basically, you guys are already on like the cusp of leveling anyway, because I've kept you guys so long in this like weird gray zone. So it would flow over in the next one. But let's see.
So we're doing it's doing something meaningful, or what did he say?
Anything of worth. If this session accomplishes something, you'll still level up, but it'll. Give
Do
you
we
an extra
normally
one.
not do something of worth?
Yeah.
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
Slider disappears.
Oh, good gracious, I'm blind and I can still see my HUD. I thought I was on
I can
display
still see
setting.
my HUD.
Okay. Alright, first things I will... I'll kind of just... I'll take off my trademark eye bandana and kind of like undo the ponytail and rough up my silver grayish hair and like throw it over my face to give like the old sailor Devil May Cry look. Just look old and grumpy.
Okay.
And just to look. I don't want to talk to people. I'm an antisocial.
All right.
And I'm gonna start. You said I'm in the alleyway of the city, or?
Yeah, you're just in an alleyway. Upon some inspection and like figuring out where you are, because you know the city pretty well. You're on the eastern side,
And the market is.
and the market's dead center.
So I will, start making my way through, kind of trying to blend in with people and act natural.
Okay.
Did they give us cloaks to disguise ourselves, or?
We can say you picked up a basic cloak.
Yeah, okay. I'll do like the
I'm
quick
pretty
release
sure you
cloak,
guys did.
and I will try
Yeah, we
and
grabbed
be
basic clothes.
stealthy by hiding in plain sight.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed style.
I'm gonna need
Yes.
I'm gonna need to have you roll a stealth check, which you can use deception for if you would like.
I have a minus to charisma and a +5 dexterity, so I will use stealth check.
We love it.
22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
You slew your way through the various streets, keeping to the side, staying out of sight. I need you to go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Insight. 2 14s in a row. 16.
16. So you're passing through the various alleys and making your way down, keeping an eye open over your behind your grizzled hair, looking for anything that could be out of place. And you get closer and closer to the market. Nothing is standing out to you yet. Until about the time that you get to where the market begins, you start to notice an increased presence of guards. Like they're congregating, and most of them have this weird look of being strangely alert that you're not, or weird feel of being strangely alert that you're not entirely used to. You can see their heart rates are up, and they're all standing up straight, like staring directly ahead, and they're scanning, just looking for things. It's kind of odd. You get the sense that something's off. What are you two doing while this happens?
I assumed that we got to the marketplace first and started looking for crew members.
Okay. So
Have we found anybody?
okay, so you're just going into the
Stealthily?
marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay. So not hard. You cut out of the alleyway and immediately you are greeted by this bustling city square that is full of people. You see a number of stands. What basically Memphis was sitting in was the gateway entrance proper. And upon entry is this, what would be a massive open courtyard, possibly even about 50 yards on each side. So 150 feet. This big, huge gate center. And while it would be open, there are all these stands and all of these what look like not original to the structure walls that have been kind of constructed, forming a whole multitude of numerous shops and stands and peddling locations, complete with vendors and salesmen all talking back and forth. And amidst this are a huge gathering of a crowd. People dense enough to where you actually have to like make sure you're watching your step just to like push through them. You would recognize this, Vindir, since you've traveled this kind of area before in this culture. This is the last day of the week. This is when everyone goes out into the market to buy supplies for the week, or just generally to meet, to socialize, to commune with the community, essentially. As you enter this, are you being stealthy, or are you
Yes.
going with guns blazing? Okay. I will have you two roll a stealth check, which can also be deception.
Come on now.
Just unlucky today already.
18.
18.
11.
18. 11. This was 22. Right, Zach?
Yeah.
Gee, what?
Okay.
I have a good stealth modifier.
So do I.
What?
I have a minute stealth modifier. It didn't help me much.
Alright. So, you make your way in. You don't see anyone immediately. It's far too dense. You can feel Cedric Memphis immediately behind you, kind of like sticking close, bent over, his hood pulled over his head, kind of hunched down, just the eyes kind of like surveying, keeping a lookout. You draw close and you come to the eastern gateway to the square.
In my travels, Matthew's challenge is already trying to wear off on me. In my travels, have I come across people who I would recognize the shuffling pattern, or who would be part of the order?
The order?
Not because we're the disciples, right? They're
Yes.
the order.
Yep.
Yes.
So could I have identified some people from the order?
Oh, so you're looking to identify in the crowd.
Here's my thought process. I'm
Yeah.
going to be keeping my eyes open
Uh-huh.
for the opportunity of Assassin's Creeding, like being in the hay bale cart and like, but I like right before that I do this. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay.
If the opportunity arises,
Roll an insight check.
my
Oh my
insight, not
Also,
perception.
real quick, I assume because it's market bustling, people have like the baskets and all that stuff,
Yes.
carrying stuff. I'm gonna purchase the basket to blend in more,
Alright.
and every once in a while peruse the shelf.
Easy enough. You find an old hobgoblin woman kind of on the side who's selling them for $1 a piece. These nice, large woven baskets that you pick up and you can fit so much fresh produce or goodies from the Dressel market in here.
Crypt.
Already the scent of cinnamon and spices is filling your nostrils alongside all the various nuts and exotic
nuts are in
fruits
that?
that you would recognize.
What?
Well, my parents gave us the bars. Each one have different nuts. And how
Oh,
many
I
do they
think
have?
these are walnuts? Pecans?
We're gonna find out. Anyway,
Just tell
Natural
me
one.
blend in a little
natural
bit more.
one.
Natural one. Was not there.
God. No, it's even worse.
You scan. You're looking, trying desperately to identify a member, someone,
Pecans.
anyone. You hear behind you this strange voice. Seems oddly familiar. Hey! Hey friend! I remember you. Are you okay? You turn around.
Yeah, I turn around. I want my hair in my face to where I'm actually trying to play off not looking blind.
Ah.
You
Huh?
turn around and you sense and recognize the voice of that beggar who was in the city gate that you guys ran off when you first walked into Dressel.
What?
You say you think you know me? You never met you. Hey, want to buy diamonds?
And I'll hold out like the 250 GP diamonds.
I've got diamonds for sale. Looking to buy?
That explains a lot. Yes, actually, how much?
Too much.
And I walk.
Oh my god.
Hey, you get back here! As you start to, hey, no, I'm interested. You can hear him now. He's making.
So
this
wait,
loud
hold
noise.
on.
Zach, make the sale.
The beggar is wanting to buy diamonds.
No, it's not a beggar.
Oh, I thought you said he was a beggar.
No, he was the. You recognize
He did say
the
he was a
character
beggar. You're not
who was
crazy.
sitting down when you first entered the city. That Frederick ran off and scared half to death.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, fine. I'm in a hurry to the market. 100 gold per piece.
He just kind of reaches his hand out and like looks at it. How much are the diamonds worth?
50
Each.
each.
This is classic market behavior, though,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
I'm
This is
using,
classic market behavior.
You always
using my
start double.
I'm using my soft degree right now, trying to play hard to
Were you
get.
gonna negotiate a soft degree?
Soft degrees.
Touched by the
Soft robot
Sultan
thing. T-shirt
himself.
idea. Soft. That's making me
Roll a
nervous.
deception check.
Yes, with my -1. 8.
It's high. So
Bro.
he doesn't disbelieve you. It seems a bit steep, don't you think?
You look like a man who's got his footing for steep purchases.
75.
80. 79, and I'll shake hands.
I don't want to touch you.
78, and I won't touch you.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
Was that intimidation? Okay.
I feel
Oh,
like it was. Let's
No.
be honest.
11.
11. 77.
Deal.
2.
Want both?
Yes.
477 or both each 77?
No, I want both.
You're buying them at 77 apiece.
They're 77 apiece.
It's 154.
Wow.
I'll take both for
think.
77.
You get one for 77.
But I want both.
And then you pay 140.
I pay
can't do math.
7. I pay
154.
I pay 70 each
140?
total.
That's a deal.
So
Watch
that a
this, there's
boy,
like a
Zach?
calculation like
There you go. If you want Ruby, I've got that one as well.
No,
And then I start walking away.
Is that
I need you
is
to
that
roll a perception check.
is that meaningful?
Well, we just got 100. That was
very meaningful.
That's actually, dude, that's great. We no longer have 50. We just made 44 gold profit. That was
That's
140 gold profit.
Yeah.
So that's 144.
Gold.
I can't do math. Hold on. Well, it's 78 plus 140, which is 218.
You're like walking through the market, and you're just randomly like, ooh, apple. Ha ha ha.
Drinking from your endless flask.
What are you talking about? I know where this comes from. I practically grew up here. How dare you try to sell it for that price?
Perception?
What are you diamonds? How much?
Is it
Too
based
much.
off sound? No. Doggone it.
That is classic old book guy behavior.
12.
12.
12.
Since nothing.
I will keep walking.
Please keep going. Okay. So, what are you two doing?
Looking for the crew.
Looking for some crew members as
Just-
well as
so you're- So
perusing.
you're just.
I'm just sifting through the crowd.
Okay. Okay. You start to sift.
I'm 100% doing market behavior.
He has a basket. I don't. That's the main difference.
You start to sift,
It's true.
No basket?
and it's
No
specifically you, Cedric. As you're kind of pushing your way through the crowd, you've been doing this for about 2 minutes, and it is dense trying to find people here because everyone is in turbans due to the hot sun that's now beating down. And on top of that, just the raw density means it's hard to find. And plus, there's a wall or a stand every couple of feet, making it an absolute mess to try and navigate. But you do notice two things. The first is a figure in a semi-familiar black cloak, just kind of making their way through the crowd, kind of in the opposite direction, moving kind of perpendicular to you, but going the opposite direction. It doesn't take much to kind of shield yourself and play in such a way that you don't draw too much attention. But it's at that moment that you're observing that figure, you suddenly hear shouting. Angry shouting. Not of any voice you recognize. You hear, "No! No, I don't believe it! You dirty liar! You dirty cheater!" Followed by another voice who's like, "Look, man, I don't know what you want. I did it. I don't know what you... Look, I did it, and you owe me money. You pay up."
Brandon.
You recognize this as the voice of Jerish coming from the other side of a bunch of shops, currently to your right.
That's the guard. Save him. That's the
Oh
guard.
my goodness, that is Jared.
It's Jareth. Yeah.
That's why it sounds like Brandon.
Yep.
As you're what happens is...
Do you want to help me clean the toilets?
Suddenly this hot exchange, the figure slows and stops. And it just kind of like looks left or right before continuing to walk, but you notice there's like a very subtle like pace change. And whereas there was just kind of this like slow meandering, it kind of seems like there's now a purpose, but he cuts away in the opposite direction away from the sound.
I want to go towards the shouting.
We go towards the shouting, and the discourse continues. You have to like end up pushing your way through some stands and like going through these like makeshift hallways in between baskets and woven like crates almost. And while you're doing this, you're hearing, "I want proof! I want proof! You cannot do that! No one can do that!" And upon breaking in, you see these three figures dressed in these more austere clothing. You see like gold tint around the edges and these much nicer clothes comparatively to the rest of everyone else. Most of them are actually wearing jewelry. And in front of them is this strange-looking wooden table, behind which stands the auburn-haired form of Jairus, wearing nothing but his normal makeshift crew clothes. And in front of him is this deck of cards. And they're all...
He's the runaway.
and as they're all kind of arguing, you hear him, "Look, I did it." And upon which there's this, you see the main figure appears to be this man with this like thick black goatee. "You're telling me you just knew that card? You couldn't have known that card. No one would have known that card." At which point you see him like, "Well, guess what? I knew the one in front of it, and I knew the one after it, which makes you owe me money. Now, pay up. Do it." At which point you can see there's like this, there's now this, this crowd that's beginning to kind of look on like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening? At which point, I need you, both of you, to roll perception checks.
Can I roll investigation?
You also said that there's like cards on a table.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Perception check, not worth it. 8. Gonna casually in the crowd subtly cast Gust and just blow the cards away.
Oh, come on.
At which point, I mean, everyone goes, "What? What was that? What was that? Is this your doing? This is your doing!" And they all point at Jairus, and Jairus goes, "No, I didn't do that. I just read the
I come
cards."
up, I sit down, I'm like, "Listen,
What?
So
You weren't even here!
I've been following you this entire time."
Oh, okay.
At
I'll
this
buy
point,
it.
you're now hearing this weird commotion that's happening somewhere in the crowd, although you can't make it out.
I'll start making my way over.
I had such a bad stealth roll, it doesn't even matter, let's be honest.
Okay.
I just sit down, I'm like, "Gosh, listen, you're making such a racket on market day of all things. What kind of game are you even playing? There's nothing even on the table. I'm just trying to buy freaking fish and you're just yapping away. Who are you even?"
Who are you?
I'm the guy who's annoyed by your yelling. I mean, what game are you even playing? There's literally nothing on the table. How can you complain about literally nothing on the table? And who the hell are you? And I turned to Jerish.
Yeah.
Jairus?
I'm like, stop complaining. Who won, who lost? Like, jeez. Here, how about we play a game? You really want to play a game? No?
Takes a pencil.
I need you to make like a persuasion check, just a general persuasion check.
I for once roll well.
You watch this like
Nat 20.
Yes, you can, baby. Yes, you can.
My God.
Now, that brings it to 25, right?
That. Let me check.
Persuasion? Oh, that's probably higher for him.
That brings it to 26.
Oh, okay. Lucky bastard. So
It's my first good roll, so.
you watch as the figure's eyes narrow as he just stares at you. You see the teeth grit behind this like long black beard.
Okay. What's your game?
It's pretty simple. You ever played Snake Eyes? And I bring out 2 pieces of dice.
2 pieces of dice.
2d6s.
2d6s.
Which pieces
Pretty
of the
simple,
dice?
real quick game. We each bet some money. I'll bet 5 gold. All you do, take
Whoa.
the 2 dice. We roll. Whichever one gets Snake Eyes first wins. Simple as that. If you ever played, you know what Snake Eyes is? It's when you get 2 1s.
I'm just standing in the
This
crowd
long- There's like this long, like drawn out pause as both of you are staring.
I've also already set 5 gold on the table.
At which point you hear Jairus mutter, just kind of under his breath,
Like owes me like 500 gold. They're like just like.
and this
Yeah.
it's barely audible, but
I have a better idea.
Sure.
Send 5 gold plus your buy, right?
Yeah.
See yours.
points to Jairus.
Honestly, never seen this man in my life. I'm gonna be honest, I did hear him mutter 500 gold, and anybody who's totally betting 500 on a card game, on a wooden table in a tiny alleyway, there's literally only sketchy things there.
Roll a deception check.
Oh my God.
Which one should I use? Rolled horribly on all 3 so far. Let's go with this one. This is the only one I haven't rolled yet. Nat 20.
Oh.
Which is a 23.
Alright then. Except you twist it.
Reaches into his hand and pulls out by the barrel. It's really nice looking pistol.
I don't like thieves. Especially outsiders. I win. Well, you win, I'll give you 500. What this lowlife scammed me out of.
Uh-huh.
If I win, you take care of him yourself.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, hold on. Do I have to take care of him out in the bright open? You want me to get arrested? Hold up, where are we shooting him?
My associates will show you.
Oh, okay, fine, sure. I was about to say, you want me to shoot him in the middle of the market?
So it's
I was almost
it's
agreeing to
whoever
something
gets
stupid.
Snake Eyes first, right?
Yep. Simple as that, the old fisherman game.
The old fisherman game.
Yep.
The old fisherman game!
So
Fishermen don't make much money. We gotta play limited games.
so tell me when to go.
Limited games.
So it's everyone.
Yeah, we just take
3,
turns.
yeah,
2,
ready?
1, go.
Snake Eyes!
Nope. Yeah, I'll roll this over here. We'll have fun.
Okay.
You again?
6.
Boom.
Jeez! Oh my golly! What is this, man? You can't say you don't roll well. Not once for the rest of the night. You just rolled 2 natural 20s and 1 Snake Eyes within 2 rounds. You just came up and Al Capone this man's entire existence.
And we also do know, since there's yelling, there's multiple people who watch that entire interaction. So it's
God.
not an easy way to get out of this.
This is a YouTube short for Sigma males right now. I'm
The
serious.
entire crowd on the third roll.
You know, Nathaniel, I don't exactly know what you do or how you do it, but you do it.
Wow.
It's just the eyes
Wow.
look up.
Wow.
Take back my 5 gold? Well,
Police. Pay the man.
You see this
You want me to put this in your personal or the group?
accountant-looking figure pull out a sack. and-
Whoa, what does accountant-looking figure mean?
He looks like a Jew. Sorry.
Jew and your soul! Jew and your soul!
Pulls out.
They call it Drew Song for a reason.
Pulls
You
out
just see Cedric's eyes glaze
no.
over with like the dollar signs, like.
You a wooga.
I awooga.
Good night, man. I mean, out of all the perfect charismatic plays, good gracious.
And you can mark over 500.
500.
Your inventory you want me to put in the group?
We'll put 400 in the group.
What?
Man, that's what
I'm
talking about.
joking. We'll put, what, 450? I'm only going to take 50 of the gold.
Gosh dang it, I already wrote it in pen.
No, you can take more. You can take more.
No, I have no reason to.
Okay, so you're taking, so 400,
450 to the group.
668.
Cedric, you're just watching this.
Yeah, I'm like. No, do not play Vendir and Snake Eyes.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go about the rest of my day.
Pleasure playing with you.
The eyes slide over to Jairus.
I'll get you.
Stands up,
Yeah, because we need more enemies.
walks into the crowd. Behind, you see the two more austere-looking figures following behind. One apparently the accountant. You don't know the nature of the other one.
The accountant-looking figure.
Did you?
The accountant-looking.
I go to
You
like.
can tell a mobster by his Jewish shadow.
I go to stand up and I just whisper to Jairus.
Did you just get that?
Oh my god.
Gosh. Whisper to Jairus. I'm like, the captain's behind us. Meet with him. I'm gonna have to keep a little far away from you guys now. And stand up and just walk into the crowd.
What? Like,
And I like.
immediately
leave
you
him
see
there.
Jairus, who is clueless.
As to
And-
what happened, yeah.
Yeah, clueless as to A, what happened, B, what's going on, and C, he's just Jairus. Is like, look, and sees you,
Is the
like
crowd
walks like straight over to you.
Yep, and I have separated because I've drawn so much attention to
What's
myself.
interesting is that, like, the entire, this goes most unnoticed, because you watch as the entire crowd,
gonna
like,
say,
watches
is the crowd,
Vindir
like-
as, like, Jairus kind of,
They all lift up Vendir on their shoulders and carry him around the square.
He's definitely a sight.
I just gotta go like to the pub, I think, and start walking
Start
away
walking? Okay.
because I clearly just made a whole bunch of gold.
Give
Clearly,
me
I'm
Chad
going to a pub.
theme was he's walking away.
And
What
what's
is the gig?
interesting, your
It's straight
perception
Drexler.
of the area was that it got loud, then everything got really quiet, and then you hear, and there was like, as you kind of like broke into the crowd, you see Vendir walking away, and everyone is just,
You see?
you hear whispering.
Did I see the
I
captain
I
of
left
Jairus?
both of my dice just on the table, just still snake eyes.
But what I've heard Jairus and his mumbled confusion. Well, I'll start tracking. What's his face then?
Vendir.
Yeah, I'll start following. I'll start like shadowing Vendir, trying to be discreet.
Okay.
So Jairus comes over to me in the circle or whatever.
Huh? Oh, yes. He immediately walks over to you, which, as he kind of walks over to you, you notice this, like, small little urchin kind of come out of nowhere and grab, like, the 2 dice on the table and then, like, vanish into the crowd.
Oh my god.
Lucky dice.
Dude, like, what's going on?
Jairus, it's good to see you.
What's happening?
What's that? What are you doing out here running con? You almost got yourself killed by that rich guy.
I wasn't running a con. I wasn't running a con. Who thinks that I was running a con? Come on. You, like, would I run a con? Like me? Come on.
Honestly, we have no idea.
Well, I'm glad to know that you're all right.
Look, no, I wasn't running a con. They said there was a game they were playing, and if you could remember the cards, then I would then you would win money, and I'm really good at remembering cards, and so I walked over there and I remembered like 3 of the cards. But then they thought I couldn't do it, and so they kept raising it, but I kept remembering the cards, and so
the whole game was their idea?
yeah, the whole game, yeah, it was their idea. That was
Okay,
their idea. It was their idea.
All right, I believe you. Where is the rest of the crew?
Also, why are you playing cards when you almost got murdered?
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea.
He doesn't know about the revolt.
Look, okay.
I know, but like, people came
Listen,
after.
I don't know.
They
Like,
haven't yet, apparently.
I was with
John J.
Don't tell me he's really good at remembering cards, but not names.
John J. Memphis Leisha, Andre Jarris.
Feely, Keely, Bifer, Bofer, Bomber.
Bifer? Bifer? I guess the bifurcated dwarf. Bifer.
What's his name?
Biffer.
okay. I was with Andre
Okay.
and the big lizard guy.
Odin.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you lose him?
So I was in like a room with them, and then there was like shouting and like there was like fighting, which I kind of like was used to, kind of, sort of. But then they said something about like, oh, we've got to go like defend or like or do something, and they're like, well, what about Jarrus? And like Andre said like, oh, we'll just hide Jarrus, and I like, you know, that big lizard guy, because he doesn't fucking ask anything, would like grab me and like threw me through the window, and I had like a piece of glass in my arm, like, I mean. And so like I went out the window and I was like, oh okay, I guess I'm running now. So I went down the alleyway and I like started running, and then I wound up in the square. And then those guys were like, oh, like, you want to play a game? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play a game. I'm good at remembering cards. But anyway, they were like, I won that. I won 500 gold. I wasn't. Look, Captain, I promise I wasn't conning. Like, don't fire me. I promise I
I
wasn't
believe
conning.
you. Jarrus, we're pirates. I'm not gonna get mad at you for gambling.
I forgot where. Oh, what was it? Gambling though? They just said I couldn't remember.
All right. Well, we found Memphis, and we were trying to gather the other members of the crew. We all got separated in the sandstorm. Now, luckily, Vendir was able to save all of our skins from those sketchy rich dudes, but now he's gonna have some heat on him for a little while, so we'll have to rendezvous with him later. Ow. Where's Benji at when I start looking around?
As soon
I
as he
need
gets
you-
about 2 blocks away.
No,
Huh?
hold on. Before that happens,
Yep.
I need you to roll 3d20s.
Cool. And then Vindir's also making his way towards a clothing shop.
Oh no.
Okay.
Just so you know what direction he's going. He doesn't necessarily know where one
You
is.
can have a
But one
fashion
where you can go
makeover.
in and buy clothes. That's his plan. So I got a 13, a 15, and a 7.
I thought you were going to the pub.
That's what I said. That's not necessarily where I'm going.
13,
A 15,
a 15,
and a 7.
7. Okay. Benji, you're trailing Vindir, correct?
About 2 blocks after that, I would have, like, kind of done the salesman at the door, grab his arms, holding our 125 GP diamond. Hey, man, do you want to buy some diamonds? You know, and then I'll
You
just
feel a hand reach out from the crowd right as you pass. There's no per se clothing store. It's more stands you can buy from. But
So-
as you're kind of passing, you feel a hand reach out and grab your arm.
You want to buy a diamond?
Benji, you know what?
It's a very good diamond. Where is everyone?
Yes. I grab it and I hand you a giant bag of gold.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Listen, I just have to save Jareese's skin as well because he was doing gambling. Anyway, Captain's
That's how you got money.
I have some high heat right now.
Oh,
They definitely know where I am.
okay. Well, it's very good doing business with you. I have more diamonds when you want. And you? Anyone directly following you? 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
Honestly, I have been horrible at seeing anybody, so I have no idea.
Give me a second. Ah! And I will laugh, like, loudly, like the classical
Oh,
businessman.
you come
But
on.
by laughing loudly, I want to try and
You're
get...
daredeviling.
I want to try and echolocation rooftops. I want to see if someone's spying on him. I want... And it's by sound, right?
Mhm.
Advantage. That's a 2, so I'm glad I have advantage. That's a 5.
So it does not.
Does not matter.
None of us can see anything for that now.
For real.
That's like 10.
10. You sense no figure on the roof, except
The big, yeah.
a
even
rather
him.
large one.
Okay.
Who's just as you ha ha ha.
Very well, very well.
And as you do that, you hear from about 20 feet behind you, Benji.
Benji, I will talk to you later.
And I will start making my way towards that noise.
You hear there's an alleyway, like about 20 feet in front of you. Like it's a bit secluded and out of the way. Benji.
Can I do like the Jason Bourne disappear into the alleyway without the public noticing?
You do so. You actually roll a stealth check real quick for that.
Please.
Since it matters. Sorry for all the stealth checks.
It's another 5.
Took all the good rolls.
I know.
13.
As
But hey, I
in
saved
your
the most important
attempt to be
character.
stealthy and make your way in, you feel so cool, and you activate your cloak of billowing by accident right as you turn down the alleyway.
Cool, man.
As you turn into the alleyway,
Everyone looks at you.
Done one.
there's nothing. The alleyway goes for about 10 feet before bifurcating. You hear, quickly.
Where's the voice coming? Where's the voice coming from?
The right side of the alleyway.
How close are the walls of the alleyway?
About 4 feet.
Could I, while not theoretically being seen,
What?
so like from the perspective of the alleyway to the rest of the crowd,
Yeah.
if I Jedi jump Ezio off the walls to get high to hide, would it be like someone walking to the alleyway would see someone monkeying up, or would it be like you have to walk in to see me? Theoretically.
Possibly.
Okay, I will try and do that. I will try and like go.
You're trying to get to the rooftop?
I'm trying to get higher ground. If it's 4 feet apart, I can hold it with my hands. So I want to try and get up to hide vertically, if that makes sense.
Spider-Man style.
Sure.
We can
Okay.
hide
Like Spider-Man.
Roll an acrobatics check.
My problems.
Nope. It was a natural 3, so no.
Nope. And then you start sliding down. You're having a hard time getting up. Benji, what are you doing?
Do I recognize the voice? I know voices.
Oh.
That's like my perk. That's one of my perks.
Does it say you immutably know voices? Because there's this thing where if someone is whispering or like trying to be stealthy,
There they are. There they are. There
so
they
it's supposed to be mostly a recognition system.
are. You know people exclusively by their tones, allowing you to instantly recognize any voice you have already heard. Creatures have disadvantage on deception checks against you to conceal identity if you already know the person.
My own wording is like shanking me so hard right now. Damn, I hope. Okay. It sounds like Jay.
Okay, then I will try and dart at least like 30. I'll dart 30 more feet into the alleyway, and then I will just lean against the wall.
So you're like darting in and turning right? Because it's like 10 feet deep.
Oh, if it's 10 feet deep, I'll just go around the corner
Okay.
and wait around the corner till I hear someone coming in.
So like you step around the corner and immediately this hand grabs you and shanks you right in the stomach.
Whoa!
That is or attempts to shank you right in the stomach. That is a, which you did not know they were there. It's 15. So that's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
I don't know how much health I have. Did we fight last time?
Am I still unaware that Benji's in the square at this point?
Yeah, 'cause I followed
you
him.
are unaware that he is in the square. Hold on. Wrong thing.
That's what happens when you gotta save the most beloved NPC. Put a lot of heat on your friends, and you're gonna die soon.
Why is Jay shanking?
Who's shaking you?
Jay.
Jay don't like me.
Jay, baby.
JR,
Okay.
like a crew member?
So as you turn around,
That's who it sounded like.
take...
Clearly it wasn't.
So you take 13 points of damage. And as you suddenly turn the corner, you see this black cloaked figure with like the same dark turban that you fought in the bar. Got you! And like immediately upon that, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
No, natural 6.
Natural 6. That is a... Oh, no, it's a DC. You would fail the DC. So immediately you're just chucked like deeper into the alleyway so that the figure is now standing between you and the exit. And I need you to go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Come on!
Do not die.
Can I please be useful?
Don't die.
15 on initiative.
15. Nope. That is you beat. So, the first thing that happens is he is going to...
Cedric feels a disturbance in the force.
Yep.
As if a
As
million
100 old men cried out,
and then we're
suddenly silenced.
suddenly stabbed in the gut and thrown down an alleyway.
Okay.
Come on, guys. You can have good luck too, I believe. Besides my 3 rolls, we've had bad luck so far. We
So
can make
that
it
is
through this.
a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Take 7 points of damage. And then that is going to be a... Oh, not as good. 14 to hit.
Does not hit!
Sorry, 15.
Does not hit!
Okay, so what immediately happens is they're like shanked, rips the blade out and shuts you deeper into the alleyway, and you're just like catching yourself before you hit of a dagger flying right towards you, which just sticks in the shoulder and hangs there.
Ow.
You can sense the running. You can hear the sound of running claw. Run forward, dive off the ground, and then try and leap at you with a diving punch, which you then block as you're finally starting to collect your senses. It is your turn.
This is
I
so
use fancy
intense.
Okay, so as he's flying towards me, I'm gonna go. I know it's not useful, but I'm gonna be yeah, pika pika. And I was like, okay, if he's hit me
You're
down.
calling in your favor right now?
It's not a one-time event.
Oh,
It's a one-time event if you're in public.
he's not in public.
If he's in public, yeah. So I'll kind of like
pika
hit the
pika.
wall, and then I don't know. I guess I'll just draw my sword and try and catch him and slice him. So I'll
Alright.
just go into Jason Bourne combat with him with my sword. First attack. 15.
15. That is a miss.
Second attack with my fist. Less. Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Less.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Zach.
15 again.
You want to borrow Nathaniel's dice?
Zach.
4 attacks, 4 misses.
If you grab a different D20, my man.
So, as you perceive,
You're blind as a
Such
bat.
a bad thing to the sniper in the distance. You look so lame right now.
as you've kind of got this dagger in your arm, you start swinging forward and fighting.
I don't have the dagger in my arm, I just want to fight him.
The problem is the dagger in your shoulder is currently making all the moves painful. So you're like, oh, ow! And all of your fists just keep getting blocked. Before you look on and you decide, this is the day the gods have deemed you must die. That was the worst thing. At least no one saw it.
Yeah, you
No,
know.
someone did see it!
Yeah.
And it was my high school bully saw it!
Yeah, the one guy you don't want to see it.
See, this is why you don't tell Matthew you want to die. You didn't think
No.
you'd bleed out in an alley.
I said I wanted to die, I said I didn't want to be humiliated to death! I didn't want that to be the method of execution!
You just got pants, bro.
I am
She, like,
useless!
stands back up and is just
I am
viscerally crying.
useless! I am bada. I am crippled. I'm old. I'm useless. This new generation has no respect for their
I feel
elders.
like this is truly the kobold's bonus.
I'm
Coward.
crying out of
Constantly
frustration!
As Benji's inner monologue continues, he looks forward, ready to die, as the monk in front of him pulls out another dagger, There's this moment of peace before the inevitable end. Before you hear this.
What's your
loud,
HP?
47.
Before you hear
He's
the.
accepted to say.
Before you hear
It's a
the.
long way to go, dude.
This low. And you watch the entire right-hand side of the warrior in front of you just disintegrate.
Ah, yes, one hit shot.
Blown
Of
into
course he
pieces.
does. Of course he does. Because he's cool. Because he's cool. Because he can do something with his life. Because he has abilities that work. He has wonderful talents that he has spent his life honing. He has spent his life honing. No, I partied. I got drunk, I spent money, I apparently slept with the wrong women as Benji, and now I have nothing to do but lament in my blind grief. Even Toph was cool in Avatar, and she was blind. Me, no, I am the my cabbages, or I'm the cabbage guy. I am the cabbage.
Oh, as you do that,
high school bully.
Was that who it was? Who was it?
The guy who vaporized the ninja was the high school bully,
Oh.
the Ibrahim.
Abraham.
As you're
rival
kind of
doesn't
sitting
remember.
there, regretting all your life decisions, you hear the loud.
You hear Ibrahim.
No,
I just hear Pierce's laugh. Ha!
you hear this loud behind you and see Ibrahim. So maybe I should have mentioned that you did do something for the monastery. They all know how to mimic voices now.
Please don't make me feel better about this. Nice shot. And I just go back.
No,
Wait,
wait, before
how-
you go,
how- how's he-
like, listen,
how can he
you
talk
got
to him?
this. And he pats you on the shoulder, and he's gonna pump his few levels of healing from the paladin class into
Wait,
it.
I thought he
you.
was sniping from like a long way away.
He was currently on the rooftop because he went into an alleyway and Ibrahim was just shadowing him.
Oh.
So when he went into an alleyway, it was kind of like, oh shit.
You know,
I thought-
cool guy
see,
protagonist.
I
Yeah,
thought,
exactly.
I thought Ibrahim was like sitting on like the tallest spire in the city,
No, he's been following.
and he can just see everything that's happening.
That's
No, he
his
does a
day
lot.
job.
That's his day job.
That's
his
He's
day job.
currently following.
like
doing the side
legitimately,
quest.
I thought he was just like Batman standing on. You know that one shot in The Dark Knight where the camera swoops around that building, and he's just standing overlooking.
Oh yeah,
Gotham?
with the radio.
Imagine him like, but he's holding a sniper rifle. That's what I thought Ibrahim was doing.
Barrett.
Ibrahim currently is the protagonist in a video game, and he's doing the side quest, protect
Yeah, protect my
quarry.
Yeah.
Protect the crew of the Dune Knight.
Yeah.
Members
Yeah.
rescued.
And
one
then you
out of
see him in the
5.
background. Why is he dying?
what
he
is
didn't even
the
hit
what
a
is the
single
healing
thing.
dice for paladin? What is the paladin?
Five
wait,
Well, it's
times your
lay on
level.
hands. You just
okay,
do
yeah,
it.
lay on hands. Okay,
Yeah.
5 times your level,
I
right?
didn't.
Yeah, it's 5
recognize-
times the
yeah,
character's
okay,
level,
yeah.
and you just do
shit.
it.
You,
However
how
much
many
you
are
want.
you down?
I am down 20 points.
Yeah, you're pumped. Just 20.
Yeah, right?
13 plus
yeah.
7, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're healed back up to full.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed that.
Adam's the best of us, man. And then leaps up and flawlessly executes.
No, it doesn't. The best of us
did.
You were trying to do?
With a natural 19. With a natural 19. Flawlessly. Jump up back and forth before landing on the roof.
This is Benji's.
This is not Benji's
the valley.
worst. This is not Benji's valley. This is Zach's valley. I am at a limit right now. I am considering.
He's like, you know what, guys? I played to escape my real life, not for this horse shit.
It's like I have a soft degree in monkhood. I'm a soft degree monk.
We've done the opposite of something important. We've put back into despair in real life.
I'm crying.
What is your plus to hit, my guy?
8. I never roll above a 7 4 times. That is a new dice I have never used.
Clearly the wrong one.
Oh, I'm crying because the blood is rushing to my head. Okay. That is perfect.
You dust
That's
yourself off.
perfect.
Vendir's just like, I like this top.
No, I'm legit like
It's around
looking
the
for
co-
something, and then
Around the corner.
the little time I've been here, do I know if bars have a back door to the alleyway? Some of them, at least.
Are you in a bar?
No,
bar?
but I have a plan to hopefully do something. No, I'm still looking for clothes.
Oh, you're still looking
Do
for
I
clothes.
know that from? Can I tell that or something?
The
Is
only
there
bar
some
you've
kind of
been
role?
in, that
was
depends on the
that
bar
one.
structure. The only
Yep.
bar you've been in here was the Silken Grace, and the Silken Grace was
Yep.
built into a mountainside, so there's
That's
no
what I
back
thought.
door.
Can I make like a perception check to see any bars look like they have a back door?
You look around. There's no perception check needed. There's no
Bars.
around.
You're
you.
right.
You're in, like,
I'm
this
in the
massive
marketplace. Of
courtyard,
course,
yeah.
there's not, and there's no store. Okay, never mind. I'm still looking for clothes. Something to look me a little less conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
What would you like to purchase? It's easy enough to find. There are several clothes.
Just
vendors.
save yourself. Go dress as Bingus.
What do you looking for?
I just
The
love
most,
it. Hey, don't beat yourself up.
like-
I was like,
The only clothing that Vendir knows is fisherman clothing in different areas, so he just buys whatever he's seen his fellow Hayman fishermen wear.
Okay.
Similar stuff to that.
Go. Do me a favor, and just for the sake of this, right? Roll
Yeah.
a perception check as you go up to buy clothes.
14.
14.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk up to this shop that apparently is selling seemingly simple garbs. Nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like mostly the equivalent of windbreakers. Fairly common. You see a lot of common folk there. Among them is this figure with this shorter figure that's very out of place because you're used to just Hayman people, which is hobgoblins and humans. But you see someone that's shorter than you in the crowd that is paying for something, although you can't exactly see what. You now see this brownish cloak kind of like wrapped around them, though it appears to fit the area. Definitely stands out.
oh! In my moment, I'll shake out. I will grab the black robe, and I will don that. I will take his robe, and I will don that.
Okay, easy enough to do so.
And I will put my hair back and cover my face.
There is
so
one catch to it. The robe is missing the left shoulder.
So you got one of your biceps just hanging out of the.
Kind of, except it's not the bicep. It's like that. They're kind of like
How-
it's just cleaned off.
How,
Because he blew away half the purse.
Being able to channel all your attacks into one is pretty useful if you're a high-level character.
True.
did he have a pack or something on him?
Roll an investigation to loot the pile.
I will loot the pile. I will loot the pile.
I have no idea who the person is in front of me. Right. There's a weird dude who looks
14.
different.
You find several really nice daggers. You also find a vial kept in the same belt as those daggers, though you don't know.
Oh, it's a belt of daggers?
Yeah. You don't know the exact substance. It can be inferred that it's meant for the daggers.
Can I take said belt and equip it? Is it without maybe risking attunements once?
Oh my god.
Can I equip it?
Sure, yes, you can equip
Thank
it. You slide yourself on the belt
What should
along
I-
with the vial.
What should I write for
It's
it?
just a belt of daggers. It's a
Belt of
mundane belt of daggers.
Okay.
How many daggers?
3. 3 really nice aiming daggers.
Cool. Thank you. And then, so
We will say the daggers are +1. 3
Ooh.
+1 daggers. They are quality.
Is that including the dagger he pulls out of his shoulder?
Yes, 4.
For my lawyer. I don't care who the other Saul is.
I'm an
shoulder,
accountant looking judge.
Cannot deny.
Cannot deny.
Okay, so if I put this on, it would look fairly conspicuous for a left shoulder blown off.
Pretty. Although you could make it work, you could technically pull the arm out of the other piece and like put it on and see what can
I
happen.
know what other piece.
The arm that's
Whatever you're
currently
wearing.
sitting to the left.
No, I won't worry about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I won't worry about it. I'll just take the belt and keep going.
pulling the thing out of the
No, I'm just
sock.
imagining with a sewing needle, like.
It's the Ben Kenobi in the bar with the Star Wars. I won't worry about it. And I'll start. Did you tell me which way the captain was?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start trying to make my way to try and find the captain.
I need you to roll a d20.
27.
Still haven't rolled above 7, huh?
So, as you're kind of, you go and you make the transaction, kind of aware of the short figure, which has brought infinitely more to your attention when you see the familiar face of Leisha kind of like come out of like a nearby huddle from an adjacent tent. Look what I found. Look, these are beautiful. At which point you see the cloaked figure go, and then just like a straight on like just slap right across the face, followed by what the hell are you doing? And at which point there's like this frantic hand motion that looks like.
Wait, she slapped this other guy, or he slapped
No,
her?
he
No,
slapped her.
the cloaked figure just backhanded
Yeah,
Leisha.
bitch slapped her.
Yeah, eventually followed
I wanna
by,
know,
like,
I'm the
this
quartermaster,
frantic
I will
hand
punish
motioning,
them.
Which is then immediately met by this, while mildly harsh, it's also Leisha, so it's not quite as, like, quiet. What do you think? Why do you think you're doing? Why are you coming all this way?
Walk up
I hate
and I
this
just.
anyway, why am I here?
Whoa, hey, guys, friends.
You see the tattooed face of Jay now, like, staring up at you.
Damn.
Jay, Alicia, there's a lot of problems. I'm probably not the person you want to be next to. How do we solve this?
And you switch point, you see Leisha.
You been? I cook food for you on one condition, and that's that you don't make me fight.
I'll try my best not to let that happen again. I'm sorry. We got lost in a sandstorm and then we were taken. It's a little hard to explain. I promise. You will be rewarded for the pain that we have caused you.
I'm buying this with party funds.
Here, I hand her gold to buy it. Buy whatever it is.
However much gold you
Yeah.
said that was, I handed to
Yeah.
her.
Hurry, buy it.
What is she
Gotta find the
buying?
captain. Now.
You look, it's just a bunch of, like, nice clothing.
Ah.
Treat yourself.
You see Jay. Points out to the massive crowd of indistinct faces.
We're kind of being followed still. I'm gonna get you to the captain, but I'm also one of the most inconspicuous, like most people you don't want to be with, because I stand out, as you can probably guess. There's two options for you, Jay.
Jay's one of the, like, mercenaries, right?
Yeah, Jay is the ex-cleric who you have not
Okay.
seen yet. No, sorry, not Jay.
Well-
Sorry, John. That's John.
John,
My bad.
okay.
John is the mute dwarf.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
got it.
John?
It's the
We have oh,
Is he one
You're
of the
like that girl at
mercenaries
a
or
party
no?
who had like one
I don't remember
daiquiri
who
and
the
you're like, I did it because I was so
John
drunk.
and Jay are the fighters.
Okay,
Scorpio.
Memphis is the experienced sailor.
got it.
Yes.
Mercury's in retrograde.
John, we got two options. You can either stick with me and we'll both try to find the captain. But I'm gonna be honest, there's probably a lot of eyes on me. Second option, I point out where the captain last was, and you kind of have to hope for the best. Also, you hopefully run into Benji on the way. One, stay with me. Two, I point you the way and hope for the best. I am almost definitely being followed.
Looks at Leisha.
Two. I'm finding myself.
Misha, I'm sorry. If the worst comes to worst, I can literally fly us out of here so quickly and you never have to worry. It's fine.
I'm short anyway. No one pays me mine. I'm gonna keep shopping and continue putting it on your tab. And in the meantime, you can go get everything straightened out. Goodbye.
Proceeds to like walk into the stands and vanish.
Never to be seen again.
We just get a like
We couldn't
12
afford.
sessions from now we get a ginormous bill.
I at least
It'll be
as-
like that One Piece episode where like, wait, we're all broke?
Even
What happened to all of our
not
money?
even Kane was as bad as this. We owe
Yeah.
3 billion gold.
I'll say
Kane's
I
over
hand her,
our
like,
dead bodies
20
and he's
gold.
like,
from my
holding the
personal.
receipt.
You gave her
of
20
Macy's.
gold?
for my personal thing.
Oh.
To get her to hush with what she has 20 gold
She has 20 gold.
from my personal thing. Also, as she goes, I'm like, at least take this, and I hand her 2 oop stones.
Just like throw it, it will at least cause distraction. If the worst comes to worst, because I can't stop you because that would draw so much more attention.
Where are the oop stones?
You throw them and they smell horrible.
Oh. Yeah, I remember now.
Jay is now behind you, the grizzled dwarf pulled cloak. Now actually a turban to fit in. You can see just barely a quiver like peeking out from underneath the long cloak.
Yeah, I've had like another cloak to myself. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's try to sneak back. Try to sneak back over to where Benji was heading, technically, wherever the captain was. And hopefully see Benji.
I'm looking for him.
Benji, you see Benji stepping out of the alleyway.
It just
like
fucked
a
up.
man.
I'm gonna.
like a drunk who just exfoliated all the alcohol from his system, kind of half stumbling,
You mean
eyes kind of glazed over, but
You you mean like expelled?
expelled. Sorry.
No, you said exfoliate. Like he had a spa day so good that he's not hungover anymore.
I sweat out the
Which
alcohol.
I'm not gonna lie, sounds like a great time. He
like-
loofed so hard. he exfoliated it out of him.
Dude, I just had a raindrop.
There you go.
I just had a
he was
essential oil
exfoliated
raindrop.
out of you. Sorry, please continue.
I'll just kind of like now, kind of like the old man.
Yeah, well,
hovel.
you are healed, right? You are
Right.
healed.
Oh yeah, I am
If
healed.
Leisha's any of the stuff
I just
close,
like
I'm
the
gonna try
idea
to
of you
quickly
coming
grab
out of
her
the
to get her to
alleyway, just
Benji.
like-
I'd be sore.
Huh?
You're still
If
sore.
Leisha's just completely gone, there's no
you
chance.
look back and she's gone.
Thought so. I'm gonna be like, oh crap, okay. Actually, I don't know if Benji's better. Whatever. I purposely trip to make like a loud stomp so Benji notices as I'm walking towards him.
You hear a missed all the other in the crowd.
I was like, I don't know if that helps.
It's weirdly distinctive. Possibly. Maybe. Do you notice it?
No.
What's your passive perception?
17.
No.
I'm still walking towards him. I don't know how this
So
works.
My perk
kind
doesn't
of-
even help
you kind
me.
Of, you kind of fall forward, and you see Benji just the eyes stare forward, looking off into the horizon that isn't there. It's a building about 20 feet ahead of him. He doesn't seem to care at this point. For the
Looking
first
at
time,
it.
he looks blind.
You can give him like a meow or something.
I'm looking at a
No,
bail
I
bonds
just-
building. All right, I want to try and
No.
find
I like
the captain.
pass by and just push off John to him.
You as you push off
John.
Jay to Benji.
John.
No, it's Jay.
What?
The dwarf is Jay.
Darn it!
I'm sorry.
You said it was Jay, and then you said it was John.
I know.
Wait a minute, he heard Jay's voice, but Jay's the mute dwarf! The plot holes!
You're right. I'm
The
sorry.
plot
I get mixed up. It's John.
No,
John is the ex-clerk.
I'm rolling bad enough. I legitimately believe. I legitimately.
I heard
believe
Jay's
I
voice.
heard the voice of a
Benji,
mute
Jay's
man.
mute.
I legitimately heard the voice of a mute man. I legitimately just thought I saw Nathaniel eating a chocolate bar, asking me to come into the alleyway to enjoy it with him, and I believed it was him.
Wait,
Okay,
We'll go with
for
that.
once and
that's
for
like
all.
that's how we can tell that
Reading
they've been
it
abducted
like-
by aliens. You're like drinking a Coke or like
Drinking a Coke, eating chocolate.
Once and for all, let it be known, John is the ex-cleric, human with a flail and a shield.
that's John.
Jay
Jay,
is the mute,
mute
dwarf,
dwarf.
covered in tattoos who uses a bow.
And who did he just find?
I found
Jay,
Okay.
the mute dwarf.
And I heard John's voice.
you heard John's voice.
We got this sorted out.
All right, we're all
Very
clear.
soft.
Except for
Pass
where
off
am
Jay.
I?
It's because I'm a Scorpio. What?
Where are you? That's actually a good
What's the
point.
good question? Where is the captain?
Where have you been?
We've
get to
we've
pick.
done our thing.
The last I
you're the-
recall,
the-
no, you're with Jairus.
Yeah, well, the last thing I said was I was like, "Where's Benji?" And I was like looking around to see if Benji was in the square yet.
Is Jairus like, what are we gonna do?
Well, we're just trying to find the rest of the crew and get everyone together. I don't know. Well, we assumed that they came to the market square.
Gosh dang it, Jairus. We're trying to find the crew. Where are they?
You found me. Clearly, I was the last one to be found.
I'm not good at talking. Okay. I was alone because I was with Andre and Lizard Dude.
Where did Andre and Odin go?
A circuit. One of those like caravans passes by.
Odin's just dancing on top.
Cabbages.
Yeah.
Cabbages.
Do you think that's what they sell at the
No,
caravan?
I'm making an avatar.
I know you made the avatar
So-
reference. Not rolling too good in
If I can't
IRL,
make
are you?
if I can't make references, what am I, Pierce? Huh? No.
Sexy hot mama.
I'm not a mom.
I'm gonna go
not
rest
sexy.
It was a.
I am warm.
I am hot.
Actually, let's take a quick break here and get
More liquor.
Yeah.
We'll be back right after these programs.
You are currently.
Welcome back to our messages.
After these programs, we'll be back to your messages.
Okay, so where are you guys? Or no, yeah, you're.
Where am I?
You're with it. Frederick on one side, Jairus on the other, talking back and just talking right now. Neither of you have. Oh wait, that's right. Jairus was listing where the people he remembered was in the rooms. It was.
Yeah, where was Odin and Andre?
Andre and Odin were with me, and then Memphis, Jay, and Leisha were in a room, and
So the people we haven't seen are Andre, John, and Odin. Those are the three.
Oh, that's it?
Those are the three crew. Because you have found Jay.
Yes.
We found Memphis because he was the guy we saved from being killed. Leisha is on her divorce shopping spree, and Jairus
With her 20
is
gold.
the guard. Andre we
lot
haven't
close.
seen yet. We haven't seen Andre and we haven't seen Odin yet. Which we won't because Odin's smart enough not to go
Did not know what
downtown.
to do with the angry woman.
Odin is smart enough not to go downtown.
I mean, yeah.
so but there was fighting. So I don't know who was fighting,
Or who's alive?
but there was.
Is this Matthew
It
or
was-
Jairus?
This is Jairus.
Okay, I was
It
like,
The instant he uttered, "I don't know," I knew it was Jairus.
It was going down in the room next to me.
You
So
sure that wasn't
I'm sorry.
playtime?
Okay.
Not what I meant.
So where was the last place you saw them?
I got chucked out of the room.
Where was the room you got chucked out of?
The Tattered Sail Inn. Right down that way. They chucked me out the window. Odin did.
I guess that would be
They didn't want me to die.
I guess that would be a good place to start looking.
Thank you, Odin, for chucking him out the
Maybe.
window.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because I'm still not with the two of you yet.
No,
We don't need that.
I haven't necessarily handed. I don't know if I'm actually going to
Nice.
stick with you or not.
are you with me?
I was passing the dwarf off to you.
Should I find you? Should I find you two?
Did I notice you passing the dwarf off?
You now look down and see
A dwarf.
Jay looking up at you like the 7-year-old at the start.
So you know that scene from Dwight in The Office?
I mean,
The guy's voice I just heard, who's mute. Oh, yes.
Jay, where's the cat?
points to the rapidly walking away.
You better not be pointing right now.
The one man, his sign language won't work.
Point my finger.
Don't pull it. Excuse me.
Strike that from the record. Strike that. That didn't
Stop
happen.
the recording. No.
Stop the burn the film.
Receipts.
Points your finger towards.
Can I gain a general track of his footsteps?
Yes, it's
Okay.
easy enough. The quickly walking,
thank you.
unique saunter of Vindir shuffling away.
Of
So-
the cat fisherman, he has a unique walk.
Yeah.
The unique saunter of Vindir.
Okay, a cat fisherman. There's no way that guy walks.
no.
normally.
I just that sounds like the title of like a book or something.
All right, then we'll start making our way. I'll
Detective
start
and the saunter of the
making
cat
my
fisherman.
way
Saunter
back
of Vindir.
to try and find the captain.
Okay, so you easy enough. You begin to track through and look. It doesn't take you too long. Are you heading to the Tattered Sail?
Yes.
All right, so you catch them right as they're heading to the Tattered Sail,
The place we just came from.
out of the marketplace.
Did we come from there?
We came from the market
Yeah.
outside the Tattered Sail.
It's currently
Yeah.
crawling with guards.
Yeah, the place currently crawling with guards where we found Memphis.
But guards, right? Not order guards.
You gather probably both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secret spies.
Well, then
Where
should
are
we go?
you
Well, then should we go back
Just for
there?
the sake of me.
I forgot that we
Yeah.
went there before.
I'm gonna try to stay in the general area of where they are, but I want to stay away. Still just perusing the shelves because
Are people still following you?
as Vendir. So Vendir assumes that at any moment, if he steps out of this crowd, he may just get shanked. So
Okay, so you're trying to stay in the relative vicinity.
I'm trying to stay like
Give me
If
like
they're
a
like
ballpark.
here, so if they're like on like this end of like a little market square,
Mm-hmm.
sure. If they were to walk across this way, I would try to kind of be like 20 stalls just hanging out.
Okay, so never
they-
more than like a round of movement away.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, that's sorry, I didn't know if you were like
Yeah.
within a block or two. But you regroup and you meet Cedric as you're passing by.
As
You
we
can see
as we approach to the large open marketplace, do I hear any beggars, street musicians, or town criers?
Oh my god.
you hear a couple of musicians kind of on the outskirts of the marketplace itself, strumming what looks like some more traditional instruments for the area, just playing for keepsakes on the side.
I will whisper to Jay, keep walking profile. And I will break line and I want to make my way over to those musicians.
Take your pick.
Just, what were the options?
Or one of the musicians. There's not a group, there's just a musician.
I'll find one who's not doing a instrument
Right.
that uses his mouth.
Alright, you come to this older hobgoblin who's sitting like cross-legged with this ode that he's kind of just passively like strumming quietly, and as like you draw closer, you see the eyes look up, and one eye is completely scarred and gouged over, and the other one is this dark orangish yellow.
In my old history, would I have known any excessively loud, the names of any excessively loud hobgoblin war chant songs?
Oh my.
War chant songs?
Like war songs. Like, I'm thinking Mongolian throat singing.
There's no Mongolian throat singing.
Oh, you.
I'm looking for a very loud performance to draw
You know of
attention
several-
to one.
I can't pull any.
I don't know if that's
Yeah, I know,
I know. But yeah, you
Or if
know
I'm
a
just
couple
thinking of a
louder, quicker
didgeridoo.
songs.
So I will just go up and I will look at him. I will try and be as intimidating as a man who's got a now hole in his coat can, and I will toss him a gold and say, "Can you give me something loud
Give me a beat.
for 3 minutes?"
Starts like rapidly stringing it, and it starts getting louder. It's enough to start rivaling the nearby noise of the crowd around you, but it's quite a din.
Is it enough to make a distraction?
You don't know. Depends on where it would be.
Am I still unaware of where Benji is at this point?
No, you're kind of aware. You saw him regroup with you, and
I'll
then
try.
cut off
I'll try and toss him another gold and say, Can you draw everyone's attention for a couple minutes? Give them a performance of their lives. You sound like you have a lovely singing voice.
5 gold.
6, and you can have if you keep it for 3 minutes.
I need 2 minutes.
Takes the
You
6
need
gold.
2 minutes?
You see him
warm
walk
up his
over
voice.
to like a magician, or walk over to another magician about like 20 paces away. You
Don't
see
say
them
it. Don't
talk.
say it.
You see him pitch like a single gold coin. You see him walk to the
gathering the
next one,
troops.
and he pitches him a single gold coin. This goes on, and then you see them all walk towards the center of the marketplace. They look at each other, and you can see there's like this, I just met you 2 minutes ago, but this is good money. And they nod, and immediately the entire square just fills with this loud rambunctiousness.
Panic at the
as all
disco
of them,
marketplace.
it's
Panic at the marketplace.
it's like they're in different keys. There's like
What are they singing?
They're,
Give us a sampling.
they're
Is it like he said? Is it?
no, it's instrumental. It's
Oh.
instrumental. They're just going as loud. Yeah, they're just it's loud. It's discordant. There's like several repeat instruments that aren't on the same key. They're like you can tell in the desire to make it loud, they're missing occasionally notes, and it's kind of like
You just described rock music. They're trying to play so loud that they miss the notes.
Sorry, guys, you're just too loud. While they are playing and making a distraction, I will usher, or I will try and then regroup with the captain.
Okay.
So we're not as conspicuous as that would now be like 7 of us in a group.
All right. Easy enough. Go ahead and just roll 2 d20s.
Oh boy. 5.
4.
5.
Jeez. Zach, do me a favor. Roll better.
Sorry, bro.
Do me a favor.
Okay.
2 5s.
Do
2
your
5s.
bully a
That's
favor.
55.
That's what I heard.
Captain.
Yes, Benji. Sorry.
Cedric is hitting puberty.
Yes, Benji. Yes, Benji. It's good to see you. Where have you been?
We found.
You got my
yeah,
message.
Yes, we need help. What
Happened to your hair?
Don't worry about that right now. How many crew have we got?
Well, we found Jairus and I think. Do I know that you found Leisha? Like,
No,
John
I
can't tell me
I
that.
Accidentally. Well, he can maybe sign at you, Cook.
Yeah.
Like
Found John.
going shopping.
Jay.
I see Jay.
We didn't find John, did we?
No.
I thought we hadn't found John.
Fuck!
I'm sorry.
Jay's right here.
We found. Yes, I know that. I know that. I was testing. Make sure you knew that.
The grimace
Of course, I
face
know
of
everybody
Jay,
here.
who's been called John now 25 times by everyone, including.
And we found.
Including
Memphis.
himself at
yeah,
this point.
including himself.
Vin Diesel a little bit.
Identity crisis.
Here's the crazy part. We found a. What are the people called? The Order, or
The order, yeah.
Yeah, the order.
We saw a member of the Order trying to assassinate Memphis from a rooftop. We stopped him before it happened.
Good. Where's Memphis?
It's right here.
Oh, hi, Memphis.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I rather like my disguise.
I can't see it.
He's like,
So,
You should have said, I like it too.
all right. Vindy is about 45 feet over my left shoulder, so he's trailing. But
Sorry, I sneezed.
we have aerial support on one of these rooftops. Ibrahim is following. And he's actually very, very good at what he does. Don't tell him I said that. He's very good at what he does. And all right. So, what do we know where the others are? We have what? That's Leisha, John, Andre, and Odin.
Jay.
Jay.
No, it's John.
Oh!
No, we have Who is Jay. it? Jay is mute.
Oh, that's
Who
who
we're
you're
looking for.
Oh,
We're looking for
Jesus.
John, Andre, Odin, and I said Leisha because I don't know about
Yeah.
Leisha.
No,
That's what we're looking for?
see Jay
Jay-
shake his head.
Apparently, Lisa's here too. Not with us, but in the square.
Okay. Okay.
very angry. Very angry woman.
So, do we have any leads? Odin? John?
Jairus was with them whenever they left the tattered sail.
Where's
but
Jairus?
right here.
Oh, hi, Jairus.
So,
I keep forgetting he's blind.
but the tattered sail was crawling with Heyman guards last time we were there, so the trails sort of run cold with this.
But they were there?
Yes, they were there.
Well, they ran away.
They ran away from there.
Not
go.
here. They ran away.
Let's see if we can find tracks. Let's see if we can sneak off while they're playing, because we have about another minute of them playing that rocket.
All right,
I can hardly see with them playing like that.
The downside.
let's go.
So you
Make our way-
your way to the tattered sail,
But the corners, the alleyways, if
the
you will.
quarters. And
Actually, there's enough of us now. We could probably just shank them all.
Go ahead and
No, not even close. There's an
go
entire
ahead and
army there.
roll.
Oh, really?
A
That's like
stealth
4 guards.
check.
No.
It's an entire
All of you.
army. What do you want?
A stealth check. D1.
How dare you?
I didn't know what I knew you want us to roll. I just didn't know what for. What do you want? Okay. I'm trying to play D&D here, Dungeon Master. Why don't you fuck off?
These garments have come in handy, Zach.
16.
Oh, come on. 16.
16.
24!
Fuck you!
My new garments are doing wonders!
So you all sneakily make your way into the alleyways and kind of melt into the back ways, as it were. You feel more. You feel a little more hidden than you were previously. You don't sense anyone following you at the moment, though it would have been almost impossible to tell if someone was following you from the crowd. So you're kind of in the sense where you're moving down alleyways and not quite knowing if there's anyone tailing you, but it'd also be impossible to tell. As you're kind of as you're making your way down, you draw closer to the tattered sailed inn. And as you do, you can hear things have, for the most part, quieted down. Except, as you're kind of making your way, you hear a noise, a distinctive noise. It sounds like a low, heavy-set thud that's repeating. That starts distant. And as it gets closer, you can hear horse hooves riding down to the center of the street along with it.
Oh,
It's the weapon.
I was like, I was not expecting that noise from hooves.
You start hearing indistinct shouting and what seems like orders being called out, and the closest you can get to a distinct saying or phrase from the crowd is, "Detective is here! Detective is here!" At which point, the things seem to settle down again as you're slinking about.
You got fucked up by one dude and 3 knives. I don't want to hear it out of you.
We killed the detective. The detective, he hasn't even done anything.
Casualty of
Yeah,
war.
I'm sure he's evil.
of war!
He doesn't believe what we believe. I'm sure he's bad. What the fuck?
You've angered the gods!
I mean, honestly, we
Kill
could.
the detective. Detective comes out of the game.
No, we literally could. We could kill the detective from afar and then run away.
Anyway, sorry. Continue your narration about the that you
plan?
can't swallow. For all your other Benji listeners out there who can't see what Matthew's trying to do, he's trying to enhance.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Wait.
Casualty of war. What's going on? Someone figure out what's.
I don't know.
Don't twist the wires. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, you probably just accidentally touched the wire.
They're old. Old wires
Are
get
they near
light.
him though?
Do they still make noise?
They still make.
Basically, that noise can be because the wire is moving in and out of the actual speaker. If the wire gets a little loose,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just
Wait.
what
So
happens.
is
That's
the
gonna be
weapon?
so funny over the recording.
Is the weapon controlled?
We don't know.
Nobody knows.
All we know is it came with the detective.
It came.
Yes.
No, I mean seriously. It came.
Yes.
He showed
Yeah,
up
they both
with it.
showed up
Yes,
at the same time.
by Ibrahim, what Ibrahim said was 6 years ago, the detective came with the weapon.
I'm sorry. Now you got me. Now you got me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My first one was so innocent. I blame you for corrupting me.
You looked at me and said, he came?
Well, I thought that's not
He was an
okay.
innocent child at that moment.
No, I just meant like detective like wandered into town. Like
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
got you. With the
I
giant dude.
apologize
I'm
that
guessing
I
that helped with the
derailed
promotion.
your
probably.
narration. I looked at Pierce and
He was
whispered
probably sent by the Sultan.
extra
with the
level
weapon.
at him.
Extra level.
I understand now where this entire.
Oh,
Yes,
my God.
I looked at him and was like,
Okay.
Okay, continue with
horse
what we're
hooves down
supposed to
the
be
street.
doing.
No, that's it.
The detective's
just
coming.
quiet
with the weapon.
down, and you gather that now the detective and the weapon has come to the inn and is now investigating.
you just pull a psych.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what's up? I'm the new detective. And here's my partner, Guy Buttersnaps. We're here to inspect the crime scene.
Just a guy in really big boots.
Huh?
Just a guy in really big boots.
Yeah.
Not actually the weapon. Just
Not actually a weapon.
Captain. Yes, we're a lot of people, and a lot of mistakes can happen with that. Do you want to scout up ahead, see if you can see what's up?
Scout, which way ahead?
Check out the tavern. Is it a crime scene? Is there people still in it, or is the detective just wandering the streets?
Oh, I thought we were there.
You're in the alleyways near it.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a closer look.
I would recommend you go scout ahead.
I'll go see if.
What?
I'll get a closer look.
This is your skill set.
Yes, I know.
Why are you whining about it?
I'm not whining.
I'm just
I'm
upset.
just complaining. In a high-pitched voice. I move ahead.
Alright. Are you wanting to approach the inn from the alleyways, or are you wanting to approach it from the front?
From the alleyways.
From the alleyways? Okay.
I want to peer into the windows.
Alright. Roll the stealth check.
What are you gonna find out in the alleyway, bro?
Exactly, I don't know. We were just there. We've been told that everybody left running from the guards, and now we're going back when a giant weapon is showing up, and you're gonna look through the windows where the weapon is?
No, he's not
It's
there
fine.
yet. He's in the distance, man.
You were also in the distance.
Roll a stealth
I'm not
check.
here, though, so you do what you want.
Oh yeah, why?
I'm just saying, as Nathaniel,
It's enough out of you.
horrible idea.
Oh,
I
Go
don't think
for it.
it's too bad.
Oh, if he dies, you get the level.
I don't
That's
think
true.
I don't think it's a horrible idea. Not because I want the extra level, but
It's a horrible idea because I just rolled a 13.
Wait, you rolled a
In
13?
Total?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Don't you roll with advantage for stealth?
Oh, do I?
Did
Yeah,
you have a
'cause you have
cloak
your
of
cloak.
elven kind?
Yes, I do. Jesus Christ, I should have been doing that this whole time. Sorry.
That's good. 13 is visible to most things.
What? That's above 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little better. That would be a. That'd be a 16.
That's still
Okay.
good. That's
So,
I'm not dancing around naked. I'm peering in a window. Okay.
you sneak down the alleyways, and it's fairly easy to get adjacent to the inn. There's enough connecting alleyways. And
fast.
the nature of this city, especially this district, is poor.
double dash.
And so there's a lot of interconnecting back ways that you can kind of get through. Getting adjacent to the inn is not difficult. And immediately upon getting adjacent, you can see a number of quote-unquote windows. And none of them are glass. They're all just kind of like half-open wooden shutters that are available to you. And as you look in, you gather this would be the side closest to the entryway. So, if you would like to look in, correct?
I want to peer in. Yes.
All right. So you kind of just peek your head over, and it's empty. You don't, at least of patrons. You see a couple of guards, Heyman guards that are milling about and apparently collecting and looking around. Searching the area. I wouldn't say tossing the place, although functionally the same. What is interesting is as you kind of look over, you hear and into frame past your vision, you see two figures. You see a hobgoblin, short for his kind, with these unusually long ears that kind of pull this turban back and don't quite fit right in the cloth. You see these two really piercing yellow eyes, unusually bright for a hobgoblin. Dressed in this, while not necessarily ostentatious, much more nice and well-kept robe. Or vestments, I should say. It's more of a robe is over the top, and you can see what looks like similar armor to a lot of the guards, but a lot more high quality. And as they look around behind them, you see a very familiar, large, hulking figure wearing this thick, strange belt covered in what looks like strange writing that you don't recognize. A huge cloth cloak stretched out behind them, and kind of at their side, strung up like a longsword, is this blade that looks like it's about 6 feet long. Very, very familiar to you. And both of them are just kind of looking around. You see one of the guards walks over to greet them, and kind of they chat back and forth for a second, mumbling, so you can't exactly make out what they're saying. Before the detective, you gather, nods and then heads off deeper into what looks like a hallway that splits off into what you would assume to be the staterooms.
Can I hear anything that they're talking about?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I make an investigation?
No, you may not make an investigation.
I want to investigate the sound waves.
No, it's just I have negative wisdom, so perception is like a low stat for me. Golly. 6.
6.
We're shining tonight. I said we.
You notice as the detective goes deeper into the room, the entity, the larger entity, stays behind. It's at that point you see the head kind of like looks over to the right before just doing like a really quick sweep in your direction. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Should I use a different dice?
You want to use mine?
Your perception, your stealth roll was right on the dot, so I'm using this to determine where it falls.
Dex saving throw?
Is this...
This is dexterity saving throw, so it'd be your dex plus your
proficiency bonus?
yeah, proficiency bonus.
Should be high.
Thank you, Zach. I think that's 15.
15.
I think so.
What'd
It's
you
7.
roll?
It's 7. I rolled a 7, and then my proficiency bonus is 3.
So that's 10.
10, and then my dex is 5. My dex mod is 5.
Okay. So as you kind of are looking into this, the head sweeps, and you duck down as quickly as possible, but you swear there's a split second where you saw a glint of red in the creature's eyes, and you always know, as a professional, if you can see the color in something's eyes, you're in trouble. I need you to roll initiative. Just insight, because I need to keep track of how things are happening.
The boulder!
I don't want to roll initiative.
Which one is it?
I don't know!
Look under and decide.
It's both. I believe so. It's these two.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the top ones.
What is it?
What's causing the
What is it?
wire?
What wire?
Almost out. It's in now.
It almost fallen out.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I put it
thank
back in.
you. I was about to say. Okay.
Do you, I forget, do you add anything to your initiative, or is it a straight roll?
Dex.
Dex. Oh, that would be 10.
Stop block for this one. Yikes.
We're just in shining armor tonight.
I don't know what's going on, dude.
With every roll, that 2-level bonus goes away.
So, in that moment, as you're kind of like ducking down thinking, did I just get seen? There's like this, and suddenly the shutter kind of like just blasts to the side. You hear a number of voices go, wait, what the hell's happening? And you see this ginormous like metal gloved hand just go and like grab.
Do I dodge him? Can I dodge him?
That's a good question. It's disadvantage because he doesn't know, he can't see you. That's a 6 plus. side. 16 hit?
No.
So you...
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
But I might hit back.
So you...
Miss
very
me!
much the same-
Just shoot her right in the face.
so as you kind of... As you dodge out of the way, there's like this very much this comedic... And it just like grabs and like shoves like scraping like this metal...
It just
body
rips
against
out the
wall.
entire window.
Yeah, exactly. And just like tries to grab for something. And in this moment, the head's not come through, it's just the arm trying to grab whatever was underneath it. But you just dive out of the way as this hand crumples around nothing. What are you doing?
You have a lot of movement. If you want to get
You
out.
want me to run away?
If you want.
I was gonna say, yeah, how bad is isn't this dude like the baddest dude?
This dude has been kept the whole war underground. No one is fighting above ground, above profile, I should say, because of this guy.
Yeah.
Hasn't touched the entire city.
Let's see.
May wreck your crap.
I'm
Especially
trying
with
to.
Matthew Smirk over there.
No, I'm trying to decide if I should.
Calculating the infinite number of possibilities this could hold for the story.
You have a lot. I'm just saying, if you want to get out.
No, I know.
But if you want to fight.
What are you doing?
No, I was debating on if I wanted to like climb up the building, so didn't have to leave. I would just be out of the sight of everybody, or if I should go back. I think I'm gonna disengage and get back to run back into the alleyway.
Okay, so you back from the alleyway whence you came?
Whence I came.
Okay. So in that moment, you're kind of, excuse me, you kind of dive out to the side and then like duck and roll, careful not to make sure you're not immediately visible from the window. And within a moment, using the quickness of your rogue abilities, you're able to vanish into one of the several adjacent alleyways. Not far behind you, you hear this loud, followed by like the shattering of bricks.
No.
And various other, like, rubble falling down, followed by these steps. And along with voices like, what is happening? Go! No! Someone let them take them! No! I need you to make a stealth check.
Come on, boy. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Remember, you have advantage.
Come on. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I need like a 30 number, I believe.
What'd you say?
We
Get
need
a 30, I believe in you.
You can do it. You can do it. You can
It is
do it.
possible.
Take all the dice out. Yeah. You can do it. You can do it. I'm trying to hype you up. I'm trying.
Yeah, take all those
You have
dice out.
advantage on stealth checks. 'cause
I know.
You got this guy.
Great. Greater. That would be a 17
Okay.
In total?
in total.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Can't I just outrun him? He's not that fast, is he? He's a huge ass dude.
No, yeah, he's trying to see if he keeps up.
No, but that's
No, like keeps up with where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming they stay back a little bit of a ways, you vanish into the various alleyways and you hear the steps go a different direction than you had followed. And you gather you escape. That was a natural 3 on this part.
Why is he so into me, dude?
I don't know, maybe because you showed up at a crime scene, silly goose.
I know, but we're in a bustling city full of people. I mean, any pauper or person could be leering in the window trying to see what's going on at the crime scene.
Well, he probably wasn't going to kill you. He was
Okay,
probably just
but
going to
listen,
grab
right?
you and show you to the detective. That's why he grabbed you, he didn't hit with
Well, the
sword.
detective himself was trying to grab you for questioning, because anybody who's peering into a crime scene needs to be questioned. Because they either know something or they're just a stupid idiot.
I know. Okay, but have you never seen like whenever they have like police tape and like there's always like a bunch of people that are trying to see what the hell's going on because some crime has just happened.
Yeah, they usually don't sneak up through the back alleyway, so they'll window.
Well, sure, but I'm just saying.
You gather the scene had already been cleared out since the
Yeah,
end was
okay,
empty.
got
So
you.
you were in the crime scene.
Or I could have let him grab me and then relied on my brilliant acting skills to get me
Just
out of
looking
that
around.
situation.
Just can't look
We're just having a look around, you
Just looking
know?
around.
What are you doing, bro?
Yeah. Pay no attention to these finely crafted weapons I hold.
by the weapon.
Dude, my persuasion is higher than my stealth is at this point, so. All right, I get away.
Okay.
So I get back to Benji and the others.
Assuming we heard that.
You did hear a loud crash, some voices, and then
Hold breath.
followed by a minute of silence, and then Cedric comes stumbling back in.
Oh, jeez, you scared me.
So what'd you find out?
Shh. Lower.
I wasn't able to gather that much. They had... The place was swarmed with guards. They were searching through everywhere, trying to find clues. The detective and the weapon showed up. And the weapon almost spotted me. That's what that sound was. He broke through the door trying to chase me, but I gave him
See
the
your
slip.
face, or did you just know someone was there?
Not sure. But, yeah, so, but definitely Andre and Odin aren't there, so.
Did you... Was that the window that got... Did you get thrown out on this side of the building, Jairus, or the other?
No, I got thrown out into the street.
So like through the front door.
Yeah, no, the
Front window.
front window. One of the front windows. There's a couple of them. But the other two rooms were on the other end of like the hall. So I guess they were on like the back door. Or on the back side of the building.
So the only way I think we can find them is we do a 360 of the area around the building to see if we find Odin's tracks, because Odin will leave tracks. Or
Oh, damn, I should have looked for Odin's
we
tracks.
nab a low-level guard and interrogate him, and just non-lethally, we're not going to kill him. All we do is be like, did they take the lizard captive? A lizard-like person captive. And then we just knock
A
him out.
lizard
See
like
Memphis just twist the knife slowly.
No, we knock him out. We do not kill him. It's a liability. We don't need another liability right now. Let's do a 360.
Alright.
Okay. I need everyone to roll survival checks.
Survival?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because we're looking.
So you all kind of fan out.
Why?
I assume.
Is this
okay.
table on
Why?
like a freaking
Why?
truck? What the
Why?
shit?
Survival. Survival is the skill. Survival is the skill. Okay. I'll take it.
I assume you guys are all fanning out like a good distance away from the inn, like enough to not draw attention.
Yeah, can I re-roll?
I got a natural 20. For a total of 22.
Okay.
Look at you go.
So, would you roll?
Dirty one. Yeah, I know.
I just assumed I was still at the market hanging out.
What the?
Oh, okay. Good to know. I didn't know if you were shadowing them because you were more than
I
half.
didn't know. I knew the general area, but I actually never found exactly where they were.
I don't
I was
usually
just
roll
hoping
great.
Benji
I
would
just
handle
usually
it.
don't roll like asshole.
Okay. That I'm very
'Cause-
sorry.
You normally roll like
I
asshole.
assumed you were with them. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm not leaving the market if Alicia is just hanging out shopping, just in case I hear her scream.
Okay. You, as your. It's
What?
okay. It's okay.
Don't get
As
your
your
good rolls.
you all kind
Gotta
of begin to circle this really large kind of perimeter in the alleyways around the various facets that is the Tattered Sailed Inn. The Tattered Sailed Inn.
You just said the same thing
I
twice.
said Tattered Sailed. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Tattered Sail Inn, or as the locals call it, the Tattered Sail Inn. That's what I heard.
Welcome
in
to
my-
Boston. Or as we locals like to say, Boston.
You don't find anything because you stay mostly on the side where
You didn't
Staying
get.
out of trouble, but
Yeah,
just puts
staying-
you in
staying
the
out
house
of trouble.
arrest.
Jay fans out as he is also useful in this particular skill set and proves equally useless. So,
Wow.
Welcome to the crew.
If only Ben Deer was
however,
here.
Hey, you got a
You-
22.
you're kind of
You were
walking
still
down this alley trying to figure out what you can find. How can you track? What is it you can track? It's at that point you hear something. very faint. It's breathing. Oh, what the? You hear a tavern.
You hear gossip.
The cooks barrel out of the door of a tavern, still carrying their final wares. Oh no!
You hear breathing. Echoing. Like,
Darth Vader is here.
From where?
sense and scan. You look down. There's what looks like a bunch of marks in the sand that kind of lead off to a pile of garbage. And in the pile of garbage is a wooden waste bin. Currently has a lid on it.
How big
It's
is
shorter
this?
because it's not stone.
It's like it's about 5 feet tall and like 4 feet. 4 feet.
In a basket.
So I will sneak up to it.
If it was a
Sneak
stone
up to it.
basket, it would have been
I will
open,
sneak
man.
up.
As you start to get close, you hear the breathing.
Who's hiding in the basket?
I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna make the loudest.
That's cruel.
And then I'm gonna take the dodge action. By the way,
You're
just
gonna
for the
take-
record, if he jumps, I'm taking the dodge action.
Okay, so you pull the sword.
What kind of sword do you have?
And then I
Like
want to
in the-
sneak up to it, and I want to
No,
like.
as you pull the sword out, making this long moment, you're "Ah!" at which point the entire bin just like falls over onto the side. You see this mess like just stumble out. This white clothes with like this old sickly brown tie who you know is Andre kind of like falls in this heap onto the dust and immediately starts scrambling.
I will
away.
jump. I will like jump and cover his mouth and be like, "Hush, you scurvy dog! It's just me. It's me."
You now see he has no hand.
Ooh.
You can see there's like, even as you like hold it down, you can hear like, you can feel like the cold, clammy skin.
Oh dear God.
And you can now sense like, as you're like holding, like there's like a wetness sensation.
Oh.
Like, that goes,
Matthew.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh. Hold on. I'll kind of like. I want to kind of usher him back to John. No, we haven't gotten John yet.
We haven't gotten
We
John.
haven't got the healer. We haven't got any healing, have we?
There's a paladin above you.
But is he bleeding out?
if you look, it seems to have, the bleeding seems to have stopped.
Oh jeez, but it's just terrible.
Body horror.
I know. It's just
Andre
So,
body.
I'll
Wait,
say
which one's Andre again?
Andre,
he's just
you
a
learn,
sailor.
is the sailor that got on your crew and was very happy to be on your crew because he doesn't have to see his ex-wife while he's sailing with you. And this has made him the happiest sailor yet.
Wow.
That's man. You don't get
Wait, wait,
death
wait.
flags like that.
Hold on.
Hate you.
Question.
No wonder he's the one who lost his hand.
Question. Very important question. The hand he lost, is that the one with the black spot on it?
That'd be funny.
Did he lose his black spot via his hand got cut off?
Zach.
Is he free to go?
I didn't decide what this meant before I rolled it.
Well done.
You need a D2.
Which spot is the black spot on?
Isn't it the hand?
No.
Which one?
He meant which hand? I don't know.
I
Don't know.
Left?
left.
I think it's left.
Left.
No, he still has the black spot.
I hope he's a righty. Or a lefty. No, jeez.
Oh,
Jesus.
Zach! Come on.
Okay. I'll kind of hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how I could message Ibrahim without telling him to kill him. Because if I do this, he's gonna die.
You're right.
Suffering.
Everything's gonna be fine.
That's horrible.
Can I just like?
Like a horse.
Okay, come on. We've got the others. We're out of danger right now. We have someone that can take care of it. Do you? No, you don't. Never mind. Follow.
Stands up, kind of like pushes himself up with elbows since he doesn't exactly have a hand. You see he's like still clutching it. You gather it's probably his defense mechanism to like hold the currently severed limb. As he like looks around, there's like this like kind of like runs over and like picks like something up with his elbows. Gather the hand he lost. And like
Let me. Okay.
Can we heal him?
Yeah. We'll probably Ibrahim can probably pull something wonk out of his hat of tricks, which are wonderful tricks.
Don't say that.
His hat is wonderful.
Okay, well,
Which
we'll
are
just bring him back to the rest of the group, and kind of make him
kind of like
rejoin.
stumbles forward.
Where's Odin?
I don't know.
See anyone get taken? Anyone?
No, I it was the you watch as he's like you watch the eyes kind of glaze over and he like passes out into the dirt. He starts
Oh,
bleeding
jeez.
out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Can I scale the nearest building to try and get a hold of Ibrahim?
We'll say that's not necessary since you're still being followed and Ibrahim is Ibrahim. So as this kind of happens, you hear, I'm coming. Just
I
like kind of like
appreciate it.
slides down and
he's
like.
he's a good man, and it shouldn't happen to any man.
Are you squeamish?
I know, right? This is Benji. The things he's seen must have
Yeah.
been horrible.
Okay,
He's like, oh no, somebody
First
get
off,
his hand.
I don't care how non-squeamish you are. If you have to hold someone's severed hand onto
You're a
the
pirate,
stock
get
to
over it.
feel it, that's a
Benji, you
little
would've
bit
fainted,
of
but get
something.
over it.
As you gotta say that. Oh no, I can't do anything about that. That's like way beyond my skill set.
Oh.
I can keep it from bleeding.
So much for those wonderful tricks, eh? I'm not.
Andre is the first hook on our crew. He's the first
Oh.
hook hand.
Gonna cauterize his ass.
No.
Well, at least you stop it because he's bleeding out.
I'm working on it.
Okay, so you can't do anything with this?
I'm
I'm not keeping it if you can't. I'm not carrying a hand.
Could come in handy. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Shit, man! What the? There's nothing we can do. Why'd the music stop? What the fuck?
This is a drastic,
so quiet?
important movement.
All right, then. I'll make sure. I'll buy him a fake hand.
There we go.
I'll buy him a fake hand.
Cool. All right, and then we'll. Does he come back to consciousness after he gets healed?
Yes, briefly. There's like a moment where like the eyes kind of open. And you watch as like a little bit of the color like returns to the face. You gather, especially from what you kind of observed, so to speak, he's probably had lost a lot of blood and was kind of on the cusp anyway.
So he can't move fast. Jeez.
Wait, so
We have to find a way
we
to
have to
carry
find.
someone.
So we still have John.
And
And we
Odin.
don't know where Odin is.
John
Odin
and
can kind of handle himself. If we find John,
I know, but
and once we find
we
Leisha again,
need Odin.
Big
I
question.
know, but
We
he's
need
not-
the Odin v
now
the
that we have
weapon.
somebody who
fight.
can't move very fast.
It's like the Godzilla versus King Kong.
Okay, hold on. Big important question. What happened to the ship? Does anybody know?
Wait, are you back now?
Yeah, we
You've
bring
been
him
with
back.
them the
yeah,
entire time.
Yeah, we bring him
No,
back.
I thought we split up. We
Yeah,
split up.
I went because we went to.
Cover more ground. Did I find
Like,
anything?
shit.
I didn't
That's
find
the ship.
anything. I rolled.
No.
I rolled a
I-
one.
he mentioned that you stood off on the side because you were useless, and so I assumed you were with him.
Thank you.
I apologize.
Thank you so much, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're paying attention.
I am.
Okay. We'll regroup.
Open the
I'll
market,
kind
I'm
of
begging
be his crutch since I move a little faster. I'll kind of help him. A tsunami comes.
What the frick? Stop.
You ain't never had this many technical difficulties. This is not a good day all around, man.
What the frick?
We're all pretty unlucky.
Yeah, I know, man. It almost makes me wish Blaine was here.
You're right, Blaine would have killed the man already.
You're not wrong.
Blaine will use his technological know-how to fix your
I
speakers.
would like to.
Or set a light
Can
wall
I
on fire.
grappling hook the legs of the weapon?
Or just died.
No. Okay. When we all.
Whoa! Did you just cast out that idea into the world?
No, I'm saying
That's
that's,
what Blaine would have
do.
done.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
He channeled his Blaine and got it perfectly.
Assuming we get all back together. Were there any other tracks, John, Odin? Any other aspects?
Unfortunately, you can't see.
Oh.
So tracks are kind of hard in the sand.
Yeah.
However, as all of you are in that area now with that good check, you can see now there are several different tracks. Although it's less tracks and it's more just one large, it's like gouges cut into the sand. Not gouges in something cut them, but like there was a lot of action happening down these alleyways.
It's people adding all.
Why? No.
What a phrase.
Yep.
What a phrase.
What?
Eat, piss, stink, meaner.
Yeah.
Okay, can we follow the trail? I think if we can't, I say we look for him for another hour. If we can't find him, we get the rest back and we come back for John and Odin.
Yeah, we gotta start making moves here. We were supposed to be like
We're almost done with damage control.
yes. I mean, we still have to go talk to the people we're trying to get on our side so we can win this thing. We got a 40-minute episode, man. We gotta wrap this up. Okay, we don't even have time for all this.
One more hour, we look for them.
All right.
Then we take the others back. 'Cause
Right.
the problem is that
If they're as Zach, if we don't find the bodies, it means they're in prison, which is too much of a hassle right now to get them out, or they're off in hiding, in which case we'll regroup with them at some point.
Yeah.
So
So our
and
next.
they're dead in some place we just didn't find them.
Or they're dead.
Yeah. But
Either way,
our next move has to be getting Vendir and Leisha from the marketplace, and then going to
the cove to rest. Right?
I'm sorry. You the captain? No, I'm sorry. I couldn't.
I thought our next MO was to find warriors to join our side.
Yeah, but we can't do that carrying around a very injured crew of non-fighters.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to get
I
them
know.
back.
So we gotta
And
get
we'll
them
send
back.
them back with Blaine, okay? And we'll leave.
And
No.
although, by the way, I think Blaine.
Blaine's gonna get assaulted by like 8 ninjas and they're all gonna be wiped out. That's like a 2-minute, okay, you
Though-
walked, you're good, now you can do whatever you want. Or, oh no, something bad would have happened if you didn't go with them, but you're there, so we
Alright,
solve it
alright.
real quick.
And we can get to the
Like,
boat.
Matthew
at
can
any
choose
point.
that to be 30 seconds if he really wants to. Like,
We can
it's
get
not
to
like
the
we gotta
boat.
narrate every step.
We can get to the boat easy peasy lemon greasy because all we have to do is walk at the bottom of the ocean and not go into any weird apartments. All right? If we do that, we can get to the ship. Ninjas can't breathe underwater. We have that absolute advantage. So,
I want to just clarify something because I don't know if I
because
said
that
it.
won't work.
I'm not trying to metagame push you guys. I just I don't know if I said something. Okay. The tracks that are in the ground that you two can see, they do lead on. It's not like they end right there.
Yeah.
They just lead on. I didn't know if I.
We're saying if we
clarified
can't find them in the next hour.
that. Okay.
Yeah, let's keep following the tracks. I was gonna say that our
beers.
crew might be
Sorry.
safer in the cave than they will be on the ship.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about when
Yeah.
we need the ship. Like if we need it to get somewhere or like go around the coast. Like say we
Yeah.
whatnot. If we need to get to the ship, we can.
Yeah.
And then our four party can just board it
throw all the other people off because there's not going to be a bunch of people there 24/7.
All right, cool.
And fail it up. So, do we want to pick up?
Pick up who?
Well, what problem is Alicia's being such a liability because we need Nathaniel to come join us in the hunt for the rest of the crew, but he's got a point.
She'll join the crew. What are you talking about? You think she's gonna stay in the marketplace?
She told me to
Does
get everything
Alicia
figured out.
have any defining characteristic that would associate her with our crew? Like, has anyone seen her with the crew? Like,
The longer
that
we leave her there,
know
the
of?
longer the tabs she racks up from buying a bunch of shit.
She only has 20
She
gold.
only has 20 gold. So the thing is that
So
That's
such
a
thing
lot
as
of
a
fucking
tab.
is she actually
That was
in
my
danger?
money, thank you very much.
It's like $2
We didn't even
grand.
take it out of the party fund, so it's fine.
Just saying,
Can I not
from
be
a,
mad about your money?
from a logical
No, I care
perspective.
about you.
I'll spend it however the hell I want.
From a logical perspective,
My wife can do what she wants.
My wife can spend as much of my money as she wants.
is she in danger?
Slowly
No.
I don't think she is.
Not really.
I don't.
It's just endless.
Horrible.
Like,
No.
The morph is happening.
I think it's too much of a stretch to like the what would the first off could the ninjas find out she's connected, and second, what would they get from her?
It's fine.
I don't think she's in
I've already
danger.
made up my mind. We're not doing it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if I should go pick up him because
Well,
he's
we gotta pick up him.
all right. Then I will try and mingle my way through the
No,
crowd.
no. We
should
all the
say,
tracks
well, you guys
first.
don't know that, so it's fine.
Oh,
What
I
are
was
you
talking
doing?
about bringing him for the tracks.
But like we're fucking right here.
Okay, we can go. I mean, yeah, I'm fine. With
You want to double back all the way to the marketplace and then come?
No, I
all
want to
tracks?
include Nathaniel in the game.
Hey man, John could be in the marketplace for all we know. I'm having fun. Whatever y'all want to
If
do.
you
go
want to
for it.
regroup at them with any point, you can.
Okay.
That
I
is-
know. I'm trying to justify canon for why
Yeah, I
you would
know.
leave Leisha in the market.
Yeah.
Because technically, if she's in danger,
Leisha's
you don't
MO
leave the market.
Leisha's MO entirely is that she doesn't fight. That was the agreement.
No, I'm talking about is she in danger? So, I would say she's not. I don't think there's no like brand besides the black spot, but no one knows about that. There's no brand like she's not wearing
Yeah, I'd agree.
Dune knife colors. She's just a
Not wearing the jersey.
dwarf woman in
we
the
don't
middle
know
of a
how
harbor.
long they were tailing our people before they actually like did stuff. Like they did find the crew.
Yes.
I mean, you could assume that they only followed Odin, but that could be a stretch.
Was Leisha with Odin ever?
They were all
Leisha
in the
was
same
in the room
place.
with Leisha was in the room with Jay and
The guard.
yeah, Jairus.
So you think they're still being
Jairus.
followed?
It's entirely possible.
Well, I'm just saying that. Well,
You gather they
Yeah, I
weren't
guess.
followed immediately afterwards because Jairus was making quite a bit.
I was
of
gonna
sense.
say,
Yeah, true.
like the only person we saw them go after was Memphis. It seemed
Yeah.
like Jairus and Leisha and all them were kind of just farting around and nobody was
well,
really.
how'd they
okay.
find
As you're,
Memphis?
this works canonically. Everyone roll an investigation check. Just because you've gotten quite a bit of this scene now.
Fucking finally,
Good.
Good.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay,
I
as
know
you're kind
something.
of like putting
Good.
not as a hint, but as you're kind of in light with all
I
that
got
you've
it.
said and all that you're starting to put together, especially with the mention of where Alicia is and where Jairus is, it seems that whatever event transpired led the following to occur. There was 3 rooms, and it seems that the force that attacked went to the rooms, not to the people specifically. And so what you had, Jairus was with Odin and John. Memphis was with Leisha.
That-
And,
yeah.
It seems like, from what you know, that of the 2 rooms, or of the 3 rooms, for the
Wait,
most
the 3
part,
rooms.
two of them bolted and got away mostly unscathed, not really followed. And even you remember the person who you had intercepted about to kill Memphis had just kind of discovered them, rather than tracking them that entire way. It seems that whatever conflict was revolving around this space
seem to be happening in this vicinity following downways the tracks.
Wait, but you said room. Are we in a building?
No, you're not in a building. The 3 rooms where everyone split off, because the rooms were hit and then everyone went their separate ways.
Yeah.
It seems most of the action, quote-unquote, came from a few figures that mostly clumped together while everyone else who split off didn't get followed. At least they weren't being followed when you intercepted them. But that
Okay.
doesn't mean they weren't being looked for.
And even the one who found Memphis is like, if he saw Alicia, he's dead. So, yeah, I think she's fine.
I mean, that's true. So you want to go get
I want to get Vindir, and then I want to
follow the tracks. All right.
Can I try and mingle my way through the crowd to intercept him?
Sure, easy enough. It takes you about 5 minutes of cutting through
Since
alleyways.
I've been here, the entire time I'm re-looking for Alicia and John.
Yeah. Do you want to get? You can grab Alicia.
Like,
Leisha takes
Roll
a
Alicia
long
check.
time. She's actually staying very quiet. You do find her eventually at another stand. There is now a large sack draped over the shoulder. John, you do not see.
cool. Because eventually I'd be re-looking for that person now that I know that they've started figuring stuff out, so...
Okay, so you find
Like-
Leisha. Are you saying anything? Or are
Like,
you...
Okay, Alicia, I figured things out.
Hmm?
We can get you to a safe place unless you just really don't want to follow the rest of the group.
I think I need to leave now.
Okay, let's go back to near where Benji can find us.
You do so. We'll say for the sake of brevity, you link up with Benji because the DM decided to split party.
Yep.
Just cuts to. It just cuts to.
all three.
Jarrah's teaching me that card trick.
It was,
We're sitting there waiting, and I'm like, "How did you do that?"
As you're doing, there's no trick. You dig in, and literally it was a memorization game. And the penultimate bet that 500 was wagered was that the 3 figures bet that Jarrus couldn't look at a deck for 20 seconds and then call out by name, suit, and number the card at a specific position in the deck. And he could.
The man's a god.
Wicked.
Alright,
We need him to be our financial advisor. He will remember every single gold we spent.
Someone with eyes should probably actually be the one following the tracks.
We can certainly all try to find the person.
All right. So we move.
Are we like all going with you?
Shh,
Or
quieter.
Yes.
We,
Maybe they should. Maybe.
this is kind of a big group.
How about How about 30 feet back?
Okay.
No, not you. Them.
Yeah. No, I know you mean that. I didn't, why would you mean me?
Sorry. Clarification. If
You
y'all
want
can-
me to stay 30 feet back?
Okay. Put Jay. Jay, you take up the rear, and then the rest of y'all follow suit quietly, about roughly 30 feet behind, in case if anything explodes or anything jumps out at us, y'all split.
Party yet again.
so you all begin making your way downwards into the alleyway. The tracks go on for about 2 blocks, and as you're tracking them, it's interesting because the tracks are intermittent bursts. They're steps followed by what looks like just rough patches where there was some kind of fight or engagement, and then followed by like more steps, almost like a running battle essentially that goes onward. After about a minute of following, probably about 2 alleyways down, you start seeing blood trails on the ground, faint at
Lizard
first, but
blood?
they start to roll a survival check.
May I roll one too?
Sure.
Roll with
Hoping for the best.
Nat 20.
Not
Let's
20?
go!
There we go.
I know what kind of lizard it is. I know what blood type he has. I know how long ago the blood was there.
It is.
You know if he's male or
O positive, no STIs. He's good to go.
Oh, Odin's got some message. Odin's been around the block, man. He had to keep his species alive.
You grab it or you look down at it and examine it, and it hasn't coagulated yet. Which you do know it's by some means fresh, and also it's as you kind of like roll it through your fingers and smell it, it lacks an iron smell.
Which would make it
Odin's.
regular Junla up in this piece.
As you progress further, the alleyways you're going through get more archaic. You start noticing you are no longer in the market district of the town. You are in the poor industrial district, which then kind of tails off into what appears to be a district that was industrial and has since been run down. Possibly poor, possibly abandoned, possibly more buildings that were left behind. And as you're turning back and forth, you see the paths, for the most part, diverge somewhat. You see just ahead, there's a set of tracks going right and a set of tracks going forward. And as soon as you get to the junction, you see to the right of you, it dead ends into this, what looks like a pile of old pallets that have been broken apart and left to rot, on top of which is the familiar form of Odin. Currently motionless on top of the stack.
Nose goes to wake him up.
I was already touching my nose.
I make my way over to Odin.
You can just hear like the very faint and like the dead pitch silence dripping, falling down from your pallet or the sack of pallets he's currently laying on.
Odin.
You notice his form looks completely or grotesquely damaged. You see multiple scars, 2 central scars across the front of the chest, along with like one large one across the arm. Did you say Odin? There's no response.
Can I shake him a little bit?
Nothing.
Yes.
Can I try and motion to Ibrahim?
You do.
I mean, can I feel his pulse? Like, do you have like a...
Yeah, sure. You reach down and put the hand under the head. There's a pulse. Not
Can I-
dead, apparently.
Can I give him a health potion? I don't know.
He's
What,
currently
I don't know what to do in these
unconscious,
situations.
was bleeding out and then stabilized.
Yes, I have
naturally,
two.
so-
I have 2 health potions,
I'd give him one.
and I also have an amulet of health.
I'd give him the health potion because amulet health you have to like spend an hour to.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, I can give him a health potion. What do I roll, right? Or
Health potion is 2d4.
2d4 plus 4.
okay. See if I can help him with these bleeding injuries. I don't think I have any other like healing magic or anything. 3. 1. So 8.
8. He watches
Eight
you.
It's the
HP.
average.
Ah, well.
It's like kind of like this really strange process. You hike the large reptilian head of Odin and then like kind of pull the crocodilian jaws apart before
Crocodilian.
pouring the potion inside. And as you're kind of like holding it, there's like this moment of pause before the jaws like slams shut.
Odin.
He watches the head kind of rolls to the side and like the multi-lensed crocodilian eye kind of like slides open. Oh, I don't have them with me.
Okay,
They're on the
never mind.
bar, I think.
Thank you.
The eyes kind
Far
of
right
like
side.
slide open, or is the yellowish cat's eye like pierce back at you. You can see now as the potion starts to take effect, the wounds start to heal over, though nowhere close to healing. You can see like the deeper recesses seem to close a little bit.
Odin, what happened? where John is? The man you fought, was he a tall knight with a broadsword?
Gudo.
Wait, who's he?
Gudo. Remember the giant armored dude in the bar fight? There was remember
Oh, the
first
samurai?
part, there was Ajax who had the hammer as the dragonborn. Remember the other really hefty guy?
Yeah, the samurai dude.
That's Gudo.
Oh.
What, the guy who killed the Axe Master.
Yeah.
The other really dangerous one besides the sniper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's the sniper?
On our side, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
I just forgot his name. And then remembered it.
Because Gudo doesn't have their fighting style. He has his own.
It'd be pretty tough to fuck up Odin, though.
Remember, all masters are like 3 times as strong if they fight by themselves.
Oh yeah.
That's the way we
How do you think we can get Odin out of here?
Can you walk?
You watch as like there's like this motion to like stand up, and there's like this sitting up before like the pallets under the weight kind of give way, and it like falls back, and you watch the form kind of like goes limp against the thing again.
No. Where did you fight him? Was it here? Or did you make it? Or are you in a separate place?
I was running.
So they don't know you're here.
I think he wanted John.
You got to John. John's gone.
Well, we can't leave him here.
I can stay with him.
No, we need to get him help.
They didn't seem to like each other. Religious wars, immortals, fight over gods.
Who is John's god? He was a cleric?
John was an ex-cleric from far in the east. Which, roll a history check. That's actually a good point.
Yeah, so try.
You two can roll. Yeah, you two can roll.
15!
No, that's good.
15!
What's my history again? Yeah, no, it's good.
10.
10. So, Benjamin, as a sailor native to the city, you roughly recall there's a period of history where there were several, as the kingdom in the east started to grow, known as Kill Creek. It was built on a church. Specifically, one that's been around since the beginning of that civilization. And as such, the civilization and that particular belief system have kind of grown up hand in hand. The belief system is oddly close to the belief system held by the Haman Dynasty, with a few very key differences. And it's those kind of those grotesque number of similarities and very few key dissimilarities that have always made it so that one side has always viewed the other as heretics rather than people to be witness to. There's been a perpetual disagreement that has fostered for a long time. It's very archaic knowledge that doesn't come up much unless you're talking or interacting with individuals that know about religion specifically or specialize in it. Not the common folks disagreement, but not particularly can make for really ugly situations generally, because there have been a number of conflicts. And it has completely shut off the Haman dynasty from any sort of interaction with that growing kingdom, and many speculate there will be a war at one point. It just hasn't happened yet.
In all the weird religious vibes, it seems like you have a bunch of monks who know how to fight, and then a couple of causes come in and start directing, and all of a sudden sides are picked and war breaks out, and people start fighting with uncanny abilities. Just saying, from a meta standpoint. Whoops. I don't think. I mean, if he can't move, we have to. Someone at least has to stay and try.
No, I mean, I can cast fly on him. I don't know how well that will help.
Problem. Flying lizards are usually conspicuous.
Well, he doesn't have to be high in the air. You know, if he just, like, hovers.
How long does it last?
It only lasts 10 minutes.
I don't think we can get him out in 10 minutes.
No, max I could do is 20.
I'm not leaving you in. We'll just we can stay a minute and rest. We can take a short rest.
John could be in massive danger.
I feel like if John is either broke free and he's alive,
Or he's
completely dead.
He's been completely wrecked.
I think he's either.
completely
I
dead.
think at this point, if he hasn't broken away, he's dead. So he's either waiting for us, in which case there's no time limit, or there is no John.
The question is, how do we get Odin out of here?
He says it just needs a minute. Maybe he can get up on his feet. That happened when he went to the bathroom.
All right.
You all taking a short rest?
Sure.
Unless
Wait, I have a question. Is it nightfall yet?
No.
Because we were doing all this during the day.
It's about 5 in a desert. So with the sun setting in front of the cliff.
I'll look at Ibrahim. I would.
No. Sorry, it's behind the cliff. So you're getting the sunset.
I can pay if you got any. I don't know. Healing left for him. I'll owe you one.
You sure you want him to get it? You could be moving on, and I'll still be around.
No, I mean, can you heal him?
I know. Do you want him to have it, or you want me to have it later? In case you run into the same trouble.
We can take a short rest and see if...
I think we can. I think at this point, we find out if John's alive, and then we just book it out. So I think at that point, it would be better to get Odin on his feet.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
I would vote, yeah. Please.
So you all are taking a short rest.
Unless he can heal him right now.
How long is the short rest for?
An hour.
You cannot heal him up to full.
No, but if he can heal him enough to walk, is what I'm saying.
So
I need to get him mobile.
You're sacrificing Ibrahim healing you later.
Healing one of us later.
Yeah.
So we sacrifice a possible critical death heal for getting Odin pretty much to safety. Because at this point, if Odin gets mobile, all he has to do is hit a river. He's done. He's out.
There are no rivers. This is a desert.
Ooh.
Mine.
Hit a sewer.
No rivers.
Odin, all these wounds might get infected. But we need you to jump in the sewer.
And we have magical healing. It's fine.
Better than what's his face hiding in a garbage can with an open hand.
That's true.
Open hand.
We also need him to get in the sewer.
Yeah. I say we get him up, find Jay, and we just get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
I
So,
also feel kind of bad for him.
so you all are taking a short rest. As
No,
part of-
no,
okay.
he's healing.
Wait, sorry.
We're seeing if he can heal him.
Ibrahim can heal him enough to walk.
That's what
That's
we're
what
doing.
we
We're
want.
not short
In
resting.
that case, that's done. Put that down.
What's Odin's HP?
Now?
Yeah.
How much have you pumped into him? Like,
I gave him 8.
So it's another 10, so he's 18.
He had 0?
Yeah, if you're
Yeah, he was unconscious.
He
if you're
stabilized
unconscious,
naturally.
basically what happened is if you go down, you start bleeding out, and you could be okay, you could not be okay. Odin went down, and then stabilized naturally.
So
What's Odin's max HP?
That's a good question.
we had it at one point, but
That's like
then
101, I think.
well, he got molded into the crew stat block.
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty sure it's 101. I could be wrong.
all right, then let's keep going.
Alright.
And I'll kind of go up to the captain and say it a little bit quieter. Be prepared, because unfortunately, if Gudo's still here, we might have to make the choice to leave John behind and get the rest out. Just letting you know.
We'll do
Kind
it.
of whispering that you hear like Ibrahim. So we're gonna go after Udo?
Not yet.
Well, I don't know. We might as well fuck up
One more
Gudo.
man out there.
Actually, hold on. I already fucked up Gudo in the You know what? Round 2, bitch.
Actually, you know what? What
Yeah.
the frick? Hold on.
Let's fuck him
Odin,
up.
take a break.
Odin.
How full are we? I'm full. I'm back to full.
I'm 67.
38.
We need an extra level.
Let's do something meaty. Let's fuck up Gudo.
Let's
Bro,
hold on.
legitimately.
Council who votes to actually we find Jay, but if Gudo's in a
We find
position,
John.
excuse me, John. If we
Keep
find
it track.
Gudo in a good position to attack him,
We fuck him up.
Might as well.
you're the first mate here. You have more say than I do.
I said might as well. So
You're
yeah,
the
sure.
you're the oldest.
Okay. Remember,
Seniority.
wait, hold on. Remember, he's stronger if he's with people. So we need to find out a way to
What?
get it. No, sorry, he's stronger when he's alone.
No, wait. Okay, but fight alone
You're
like
right, I'll
he's
join
alone
his
or
side.
alone like
He's alone.
oh.
If he's alone,
Basically,
he
they don't
gets
have to worry about
Master's
killing their
underdog.
own-
I thought if it
people.
was one on
I
one.
guess.
No. If he
So if it's
fights,
3 of us fighting him, he's still alone.
he's because remember that's what Samir did. Samir took on all of us, and he got really, really strong because no one was fighting with him.
Got you.
So if we can pin him to where we fight him with some grunts,
Okay.
let the grunts do whatever they want.
But even without the grunts, 3 of us could probably take him.
That's situational. We're gonna have to evaluate this. Well, think about it. Like, what if he's playing poker with the weapon? I mean, we're not gonna be able to do it.
Well, you did.
You can't do that. I
You
want
don't
to
have
see
to
how.
bring the weapon to this. I'm just saying, I almost 1v1'd Gudo in the bar fight, which is one of me.
But he was with people.
Yes, I know that.
Just saying. I'm throwing it out there.
I'm saying, you think 2 more people doesn't counteract the underdog bonus? I don't know how significant this underdog bonus is. How significant is it?
We just have to
We have
keep
no idea.
Blaine out.
Yeah. Keep Blaine out.
Well, Gudo has hefty weapons. If he turns around his axes, it's bludgeoning damage, and that kills
Oh yeah, I forgot Blaine has no
instantly.
health.
He's 3.
If you
So
were to take a short rest, by our new short rest rules, you could regain all your HP. Because you have not
He
taken
could.
you have not taken a short rest in 2 days.
Jesus. Wait. We slept.
No. You haven't taken a
Short rest.
Short rest.
Oh.
Every
We're
2
taking long
days, you get
rests.
access to a short rest, and a short rest is a 15-minute. You get all your HP back.
oh, 15? Not an hour?
No,
Standard
I was about to say
D&D is
15
an hour.
minutes in an hour. So different.
that's crit roll.
Standard
getting on my
D&D.
brain.
Standard D&D is
Sorry.
an hour.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
So you're saying you think
That
they're still in
sounds
that area?
Area?
You're worried about an hour, like we're gonna lose him or something. And I'm saying, do you think that like Odin's been sitting on this pile of wood for like a while now?
Well, if we wait an hour, there's a good chance that Gudo either finds us
loses
or he
interest.
just walks away and we don't find him
Yeah,
at all.
he could lose interest. He could be out looking.
Well, how?
John and Gudo
We'll
could be
say-
playing hide and seek literally
Okay,
at
we're
this
gonna
moment.
say 15 minutes, just for the sake of it. What's
Matthew's
the
like, I'm
point-
sick of hearing you fucking talk about
No,
this.
no. What's the point of an hour-long rest in high-tense situations?
Well, it would. I
Or am I
mean,
the only one who thinks that?
No, I agree.
In
Okay.
high tense, yeah.
I never know when you could take only an hour that you might as well not just go the full long rest.
That's my.
how long is a long rest?
An hour. Oh wait, sorry.
Well,
8
no,
hours.
that's like 8 hours, but the difference between 1 hour and 8 hours
Unless
is not like
you-
that
un-
intense.
unless you are an elf, in which case it is 4 hours.
I'm a half elf, so it's 6 hours.
Halfway there.
Okay, then
living on
if
a
we
prayer.
if
Then
we
we
want to
take
do that,
15 minutes,
if we want to do that, that will give us an extra stat block and a bunch of damage. If we want
Alright.
to try and kick Gudo.
And then Ibrahim wouldn't have had to use the 10 lay on hands hit points.
Man, I wanted to
Well,
find those people.
No,
though.
if he lays on hands, Blaine dies.
I never
What?
mentioned Blaine.
Wouldn't
You said
Blaine,
Blaine.
wouldn't Blaine get his health points
I
back?
said Ibrahim's 10 lay
I know.
on hands hit points.
Before that, I thought you said Blaine. My brain might.
I
be
said
tripping.
Ibrahim.
Oh, I thought you said Blaine. I'm sorry.
Abrahim.
I legit thought you said Blaine.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
we
we'll-
take the 15-minute rest.
Good idea, Captain. We'll take a 15-minute rest.
All right.
I just wanted to go to distant reaches of the world and get people on our side with our charismatic skills.
Well, I'm sorry that we had to leave our crew in the
And
middle
we-
of nowhere.
You know what? We can buy a new crew, man. You know what? You have 500 gold. We can buy better people than these saps. Come on, what the hell?
Never.
I'm not saying this in character.
Oh.
You thought I was just having a
Imagine.
tirade?
If you said that in character, none of our crew would be
Yeah.
staying with
No.
us.
No. So
And
okay.
we'd be so screwed.
Maybe they'd be joining Gudo mid-fight.
Yeah, there's like, dude, Memphis is already going at it. You know.
I didn't realize Memphis was so.
But yeah, we take the 15
After
minute
all that you've let this man get away with tonight, you are not getting me on Memphis.
I hate when I contract mentalist. I actually think I hadn't thought about that.
Did you
That's
tighten
a
your
great
do-rag?
idea. I just redid it. That's a great idea.
So what are you doing?
We
Kicking
rest. We
15-minute
follow
rest.
the track until we either find Jay.
I know we got the whole
no,
mystery
until we
going
find
on.
John. or
We'll find
Guido.
Jay pretty quickly.
So wait,
John
so
or Guido.
what do we get back?
Unless you had any lost health, you gain back all your health. But
In short rest, we get back all the health, or are we doing the hit dice? I don't know.
Matthew has a weird system.
There's no hit dice. If basically the idea is, I don't want to make everyone roll 20 hit dice, which is what happens every single time. So every 2 long rests, you get a short rest, and a short rest, all your HP back.
Oh,
Okay.
That's it. Because we don't have a single fight where it's not like
And nobody's
tense
complaining.
anyway. So there's no dungeon. There's not really any dungeon crawls in this version of D&D. So why would you have a short rest? It's an outdated
Alright.
we can get to it.
Oh yeah, you can. It's just not right now.
Do you think there is a pirate dragon somewhere? We're gonna find.
You're horny, matey.
No, I just mean like. I guess what I'm saying is like, do you think maybe in one of our pirate adventures we could land on a like, okay, dragons.
This is the short resting.
I know. I'm
Dragons.
letting it play out for a reason.
Love treasure. Pirates love treasure.
I am good
We don't watch
man.
too many
No,
One Piece
you are a
episodes.
good
No,
dragon.
I'm just saying.
That's how Dragonborn are made.
Fuck the dragons. So I'm saying
Donkey.
there's a chance that we could go.
I got him.
There's a chance that
It's just poor Pierce trying to explain so much
That we-
weird dragon pirate. We're not letting him finish.
Donkey.
Dragging these nuts. Over.
there's a chance that we shut up. There's a chance that we could go to an island because of rumored treasure, and there could be a dragon sleeping on it.
And my mom
That's all I
could be
wanted to
around
say.
the corner by chance and say yes,
What?
yes.
You know, and I could be Mary Poppin.
Are you,
All right,
are you
let's
saying?
see, let's
Were you
go
trying to
find
say
John.
that's far fetched? It's fantasy pirates. It's not real pirates.
I know, we're just messing with you.
Our old captain was a fucking dragon. Where were you find his mom?
Man, he was a Dragonborn. Calm
Ronnie
down.
Knoll dragon. Dragon that knows too much about math.
Oh no! I don't like that image.
We're ready to go. Kill some humans.
Mom.
Rogar's mother.
Think about it.
The BBEG. Rogar's mom.
Everyone watching is like, that was the worst arc of the Lemon Party. When they fought Rogar's mom, that was just weird. They should never have done that.
Why did they have a Dom-Mom relationship with Rogar's mom? Like, why did they felt the need to bring that?
Did you
into the
say
show?
Dom mom?
Yeah. What?
It's a dragon, after all, a pirate dragon. Of course.
So
it's
the 15 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Ah.
No.
Dragons.
Ibrahim is like,
Pagans.
That's my next DD character. My bond is just, I want to fuck a dragon.
That's just a normal
that's,
party.
that's an ideal. That's an ideal at that point.
Oh my god.
More of a character trait, personality trait.
Everything. Fuck dragons get
Put all
murdered.
the
Personality
boxes
trait,
as
ideal, one.
It's like
Two.
It's like
Fuck
Dave's personality
dragon.
traits where it's like sleep with the dragon. Sleep
It
with
just
the
says,
dragon,
I want to
flaw,
fuck and then
I
fuck
want to
dragon.
sleep with the dragon. Sleep with the dragon. Yeah, that's like it's all the way down. Yeah.
Give me that booty. I want the booty. Back up the booty. Give me
As the
that
15
dragon.
minutes draws closer, I need you to roll a perception check, Benji.
Is it based on hearing?
Yes, it is based on hearing. You sap.
Let's roll a hearing check.
I can't read. 18.
18. You,
Here.
as you're sitting quietly, the obtuse conversations of Cedric and
What?
Vindir.
I'm engaging in them, by the way.
You are engaging in them, but as you're listening, you hear way off in the distance, very slow shuffling. Way off. It's only hearable now because the town is starting to get quiet. It's
Too quiet.
Wait a minute.
you gather that you aren't the only one capable of following those tracks.
I think someone's following the tracks.
There was an investigation going on.
Yeah.
Is it like
We're
thud, thud,
so-
thud, thud, thud?
No, nothing like that yet. It's very far off. It's just,
But it's from the way we.
Ibrahim.
yeah.
Ibrahim, can you go see who it is? Or do you want to go? You're quiet.
I'm going. I don't want to watch
Yep.
that again. So he like jumps up.
Hey, he did it to me too. Alright? It's alright.
To be fair, I think his was worse.
Yeah.
He's gone for about 60 seconds
Hey.
before you hear him.
Not that I know what either of those
Like
mean.
10 minutes.
I took out entire Sahagan village single-handedly. That's a story I tell people. It was really just one dude and a horse.
Making their way here. So
But the town was defeated after I left.
No one interested in. I know that's not what you're interested in. Oh no, I'm just bantering. I was
Okay,
confirmation.
let's get going.
We'll follow the tracks.
Just imagine.
You just wait. Are we going with you?
Yes.
Continue following back about 30 feet. But if you hear something, close the gap and let us know.
Okay. So you all slowly make your way forward.
We hope.
The tracks continue for another 3 or so streets. Down, although you're following it down the sides of streets. About 2 minutes of walking before there's a change. The 2 sets of tracks stop, and there's one what appears to be just small indentation in the ground. And then the tracks from then on lead forward, except it's 1 footprint tracks. And something being dragged behind.
Wait, are they small feet or big feet?
They are...
Imagine John just wrecked Gudo's crab.
Dragging Gudo through the
Natural
street.
20, natural 20, natural 20.
Yeah, getting dragged, literally.
You...
Say, I fought the big lizards and this is what kills me?
You... They're large feet. They're humanoid. They're not
Okay,
a whole
so
nother creature.
Gudo
left-side
was
look.
dragging John's limp
Presumably,
body.
yes.
Alright,
Alright,
keep
plan.
going, following the track.
Kill Guda.
Save John.
I'm more focused on killing
We tell John to fight on Gudo's side so he gets a disadvantage.
Don't worry,
Sorry.
I'll join your side.
No.
I'll fight you.
I don't like that one.
I just got it.
Fight on his side. Why? Metagaming.
I'm fighting with you. What?
I'm fighting with you. I'm fighting on your side.
For the entirety, real quick, just to clarify, you learn from Samir's engagement. The reason it's alone is because it's a technique that drains the power of everyone around you. So as long as you're okay draining the power of everyone around you, you can technically use it.
That's what I assume
So
they
it's
do
not-
that, or that
yeah.
they could accidentally kill their fellow men, so they decided, nah, bro.
I thought it was just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card mechanics, like Underdog.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card mechanics.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
You continue forward. The dragging continues. The sand stops, giving way to this stone-worked kind of floor. You start to notice bits and pieces of debris, wood, just odd, sawdust.
But where are you going?
Where are you going?
I just remembered the danger.
It's okay with you guys. I'm
We're
gonna
good.
wait. Guys. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Don't explain it. So
You would be mad if I did.
there's pieces of wood on the ground, bark. As you continue forward, you look around and you're in what looks to be the ruins of what would have been a district just for processing lumber. Which is odd. Gather this was useful at one point, although it doesn't make exactly a lot of sense why there was a lumber yard in the middle of a sea town. But still, you continue forward. The tracks lead you further on before stopping in front of a large, derelict building made of wood. And what appears to be iron support beams across it. Appears to be an old sawmill.
Not the song.
Gudo's into some saw weird stuff, man.
John's tied on a conveyor belt. Like, closer and closer to the saw blade.
The Scooby-Doo.
That's the first thing I thought of. Sorry, please continue. Sawmill.
Tracks lead in.
Into the sawmill?
They lead to what appears to be a large warehouse door that's currently closed.
Open it.
You might want to go up and quietly take a look first.
Fine. Are there any windows?
Nope.
Any holes and gaps in between wood?
No.
Yeah. You can drive about 9 miles over the speed limit and it's gonna be okay. But don't drive too slow. Okay. What am I supposed to be taking a look at then? Open it, can I crack the door open?
Look at me. I don't know. It was just an idea. You do what
Okay,
you want.
I saunter like Vendir up to the door.
You saunter up to the door.
I'm so proud of them.
Can I stealthily try to crack the door open a little bit, get a little peek?
Roll a stealth check. Just for
Yeah, I
Is
know.
there a
No.
keyhole you can look through?
You know what? Is there a keyhole I can look through?
No.
Fuck.
Sliding.
Why
door.
does this place not have a lock?
So I thought it was a sliding door. The sliding door's creak still?
Roll your check.
We're about to find out.
Stealth check, you say?
Advantage as well.
Yeah. Stealth check, right?
Yeah.
That would be a 29.
Dang. There you
Door
go.
makes no door.
The door has been pre-greased.
For your arrival.
That's your arrival.
Quick, Cedric's coming.
I
Gudo's
don't.
over here like, I don't want this to creak later.
That
Let me
sentence
oil
out of
it.
context, buddy. I don't know how to tell you. Cedric's coming. Oh. The detective came. He came? The door has been pre-greased. That's like what your wife texts you when you're on your way home from work. The door has been pre-greased.
Gudo was just
I meant theoretically. I wasn't
man.
just talking about your wife.
You.
Guido jumps out. My wife?
Guido is like, I'm suddenly more powerful.
Okay, so I door opens, makes no sound.
Gotten a 2-level bonus all of a sudden.
So
What do I see?
you see in front of you this old, abandoned, multi-floored area where it's again multiple areas or multiple floors of the sawmill, although nothing is inherently visible on the inside.
Nothing?
No, you see tools hanging up. What looks like crates that have all been. It looks derelict as hell.
Even if I have dark vision?
Yes. You can still see. It's just now starting to get dark.
But I'm saying there's nobody, there's nothing in there, nobody? Do I see any continuation of the tracks anywhere?
What's on the check? Hey, you're the one making all the checks, boy.
Boy. Oh. No.
Oh.
No.
Shut up, Nathaniel.
Zach did it
I was
too.
about to say, I'm like, man,
Zach started
power
it.
has its privileges.
No, I don't.
Nathaniel privilege. 6.
No, excuse me, power does not have its privileges.
Yeah.
6.
My PPs have gone away.
No tracks.
There's nothing. There's nothing in this warehouse.
Not visible from that one little crack.
All right.
So we go guns blazing. It's kind of the only option.
Is there?
How tall is the ceiling?
Are you supposed
How tall is the
multi-level?
roof? How tall is the roof?
About 40 feet up.
It's multi-level, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I signal the group. I say,
I saunter up.
Is there a place that all the non-combat people could tuck away in while we're doing this?
You make that motion to them?
No, do I see a place
Possibly.
that's like...
This is a cluttered yard of stuff.
you could tell them to hang back.
Yeah,
But we might be
Who
able
are
to
you,
use some of
who
them.
are you telling to hang back?
Well, I mean, pretty much everyone except Jay.
And Memphis. Memphis is fine.
Does Odin get his full HP back?
Odin gets full HP back.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, but how does he look?
Odin and Jay. Memphis is not
Still
a fighter.
pretty
He's just a sailor.
We don't want to lose Odin. I thought Odin was dead there for a second, and I felt real sad.
Yeah, I felt real sad.
Felt real sad.
So, lore-wise, it doesn't
If
make
he's
sense to bring
full
Odin
health.
in. So let's
Yeah.
keep Odin out.
But Memphis and Jay are still good
Memphis is
fighters.
Memphis
a good
is not a
sailor.
fighter.
He's not a fighter.
Bro, he freaking stabbed that dude in the throat before we finished our conversation.
Yeah,
That
and
guy was
I can
unconscious.
I can cut a pineapple. I mean, like, there's no difference.
I could also stab a
Oh
dude
my
who's
god!
not moving in the neck.
Stab a man dead versus cut a pineapple.
Same thing.
I
Anyway,
mean, both of them don't move.
yeah. So, I say what? Like, bring.
Just because you have the guts to do it doesn't mean you have the skill.
Actually, why don't we just keep
Let's keep all of them
two-
behind.
Yeah, keep. Well, no, let's keep Ibrahim with us, and then keep the crew behind. Jay can watch over the rest of them
All right.
because he's a fighter. So, I mean, assuming maybe a non-monk guard finds them, Jay can probably take care of that.
All right.
I mean, it's a risk, but it's better
Well,
than.
I
having
didn't
them
even see anything in this warehouse, so there might be fuck all in here.
mind.
Well, then we should hurry before the guards get here. And what, 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, they're 10 minutes behind us, aren't they?
All right.
60 rounds of combat. We better hurry.
Oh, why'd you put it that way? That's so anxiety-inducing.
60's a lot, though, right?
What are you guys doing?
We've never gone to 60.
About to go in. We going in?
Yeah, let's go in.
We're going.
Leave the crew
I
behind.
don't see a
we're
way
going
to
in.
sneak in if there's
I will
literally
tell.
no
We'll
windows.
tell the
So
crew to hide off in a hideable spot, to where they're not immediately visible, like they are
Okay,
trying to be
motion them to the side.
concealed.
You motion to the side. Who's with everyone except for Jay, I take it?
No, we're just bringing Ibrahim.
Just bringing Ibrahim? Okay. Who you cannot see at the moment because he is currently hanging back.
So, but that leaves Odin and
Yeah,
Can we put
I
him
say
in-
we save Ibrahim on a rooftop for a day ex machina if this shit goes bad.
Can we instruct them to like be in a way to where they have a direct escape route? Like if someone shows up, they can bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abraham can show them the way.
Yeah. You should do way, my brothers, because it's not.
Okay, we go inside the warehouse.
You
I
go inside the
open the rest of the grease door
Also,
and we
for
walk in.
logic's
Okay.
sake, Frederick is also over there.
No, Frederick's full.
we're
heal,
bringing
he can
Fred
only
to
do
the
this.
reservoir.
I forgot
Okay,
about that.
the reason, Pierce, we're
We
trying to
don't wanna
specify this is because
keep
we
up with
sailed
you,
into
Frederick.
land and we didn't hear the right vocabulary and we got into this mess.
What was the right vocabulary?
The like, don't leave the ship in harbor exposed. I missed it.
Oh,
Remember we were talking about we missed that?
yeah.
So trying to make sure
All
we
right.
don't do it again.
Yeah, I get it.
You
We
rush
go in.
in. Upon rushing in, nothing immediately catches your eye. It's mostly just clutter. There's a whole bunch of pieces to check and like places to look. So upon rushing in, there's this brief spread out of where things are, where things could be. Real quick, everyone roll investigation checks.
14.
14,
15.
15.
Natural one.
Oh, you.
It doesn't
I'm
take.
not feeling so good about fighting Gudo anymore.
Benji dies in a blaze of glory.
I'm feeling better about fighting Gudo.
It's
Better than getting killed by that one fucking dude in the alleyway who sounded like a mute guy. Sorry. That was a bit too much.
the.
Missed every one of his
You
hits.
find one.
You find
thing
Muhammad Ali.
of interest.
Okay. Me?
All of you pretty quickly. On the second level, up on the mill,
How many levels are there?
there's 3.
Okay.
On the second level, on the mill, you find what looks to be a pole. And around that pole are several minor sprays of blood. Very minor. Although it does look like there was some kind of commotion. And then directly adjacent to that is a ladder.
Climb the ladder.
At which point would you do so? You climb up, and immediately in front of you, you see this like almost like this walled in, although not walled in, this huge pile and stack of crates that almost obscures everything. And as you kind of get up to where you're standing, right up on top of the warehouse, you look back and you can see kind of like the old rotted out wooden roof, along with several bits and pieces. But in front of this pile, as you're looking down, you can see just the faint essence of a boot sticking out behind one of the crates and kind of the roughed out pile.
On the roof?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to pour one of my fancy shiny daggers and dip it in the ink,
You do so.
Huh?
and I'll just have it ready.
What ink?
He had a poison dagger set, so I was gonna have one ready.
Sorry.
Let's go investigate our poor John.
I'll go up with you.
I go to the boot.
You
I follow.
You walk up slowly and turn the corner, like that uncomfortable nervousness, and see John currently gagged and currently tied. You can see he's still breathing. There's just, and on top of it, there's this note.
What does it say?
Thanks.
What does it say?
Thanks.
Is it signed?
No, it's Gudo.
What do you say thanks for?
Because John gave him the information, he interrogated him. I don't know what he could have given him.
Yeah, what information? On
Roll
us, I
perception
guess.
checks.
What'd you say?
Roll perception checks.
Based on hearing,
Oh my god, Zach! Stop!
that was almost a natural 20.
Perception... 15.
13.
18.
5.
I'm never taking low wisdom again, man. This fucking sucks.
No one in our party had
has high wisdom. Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Remember when Josh had high wisdom? I fucked up with us. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Untie the lad.
Yeah, smack him around a little bit, see if he wakes up.
Straight slapping every time, Pierce.
If he gave me information, I'm leaving him tied up and chucking him off in this warehouse.
You slide off the gag.
What did you tell him? I remove the gag.
You do so.
John.
It's really nice to see you, Captain.
Are you all right?
I've been better.
Please. No. Are you like are do you have any serious injuries?
Looks down. I don't think so.
Alright.
Still alive.
I cut his
Oh.
vines or whatever.
Let's get out of here quickly. Can you walk?
You with the slap and you with the can you walk. You got a system.
Bandier's like wearing a nurse's outfit, like, am I the one who
Can you walk? Can you walk?
Oh,
No?
I don't think so.
Okay.
In fact, I can't feel my legs.
Do they look broken? Do they feel broken?
Do they
You're looking like
wait, you can't ask people these questions.
They-
Your legs feel broken?
Roll a medicine check.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like over there.
16.
16.
What's going on?
Not only do they look broken, they look intentionally broken.
Yeah.
Like if someone said, "How do I want to break this person's legs," and then they broke their legs, not happenstance.
Okay, here. I'll carry you.
Oh no! Please,
Listen, I know, but we have the giant Nordic weapon thing coming after us in about 4 minutes.
We make it.
In which case, we're all dead. I'll buy you a lot of drinks after this, because this is probably gonna hurt.
Reaches his hand up.
Yeah, I'll do like the C3PO.
Well, I mean, isn't how big is John?
Does John have like a lot of armor? Because I have +0 strength, but I am the fastest, which means my cut movement will bring it roughly to normal. So,
All right, we've got a head count. Let's get back to the cove.
As you kind of
Let's
like
just say
hoist John up.
I just wanted to stomp Gudo, man.
As you hoist John up to your as you kind of hoist John up to your shoulders, just this like horrible the kind of like kind of sound as he's kind of hiked up. Oh, that sucked. As you're kind of like gathering yourselves, you see kind of like leaping over Ibrahim from a nearby roof. Kind of starts approaching. Go true, huh?
Yeah.
Now walks up to John. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. Let's just get.
He reaches out his hand to go and touch. You hear a sound. You hear shuffling. And suddenly, all three of you watch the crates next to you explode in like this like outward shooting of just like shroud go. And you watch it like a massive form come shooting straight out of the crate. You watch this armored form dive forward, grab in mid-flight Ibrahim by like the under the armor, dive straight up, and then go through the rotted part of the ceiling or the rotted part of the roof straight down into the warehouse below. And you hear this this about 2-second delay before you're and that's where we're gonna stop for today.
No! No! Come on!
You gave him enough time to plan, and you gave.
No,
Guido
that's not why
exactly what
we're
he
mad,
wanted.
Matthew.
What?
We can't do anything.
You want to fight him?
Okay, look.
Let us
Hold on.
fight him.
Hear me out. Alright. I am not an unreasonable man.
He just needed 15 minutes, and we gave it to him.
That's.
I expected something bad was gonna happen if we waited 15 minutes, but I feel like it was still the best option.
You guys became a secondary target somewhere in there, but that was. So, real quick, however, I'm not an
Don't say it. I don't even want to level up. I don't.
Did we do anything meaningful?
Huh?
No, we didn't.
All right, listen.
Nathaniel did the best scene in the beginning, and it was all downhill.
That's the moment they put in the trailer, and this was the rest of the movie.
Yes.
Us failing to do anything.
All right.
We saved Odin's life. I consider that a massive win.
Don't worry.
You're right.
Odin's my favorite fucking
failure is
character
also
in this show. If there's no Odin, I'm gonna stop watching.
You know, fair enough. We got Odin. Hey, we got the crew back.
Yeah, we have all
We got the
We
crew.
got the crew, and we found one of the masters, which we have a chance of killing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Maybe I'm a little biased, but like you guys earned more money than you
Yeah.
earned in 3 sessions.
True.
You you saved the crew,
Yeah.
which was quite impressive
Took some doing.
because not all of them were sleeping.
We got the crew
You
back.
got the crew back, you made a lot of money, you actually did track down someone, and the only reason we're not continuing this combat encounter is because that is a great place to pick up where we left off. And on top of that, I have to go to sleep at some point and it's starting to get late. So I view this me stopping here as like, well, it's starting to get late, guys. That's not like you guys didn't do anything. I think you guys met that requirement. Feel free to argue with me. Also, you had the most comedic moment of the entire campaign, in my opinion, thus far.
Which is.
Poor Zach got bullied.
Oh yeah.
Very well run game.
Thank
Very
you.
well. Thank you
I'm
for
really
running
excited. This is going to be really interesting.
You want to know though? For this game, I will go out on a limb and say this is the worst luck we've had in a single session ever, and we still
Don't
By the
say
way-
that. Hold on. Don't
Why
say
not?
that yet, because you guys are launching into a grisly combat encounter next session. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm not that nervous. We've done worse.
I would say
An entire city was on fire, and we fucking stomped the guys that were trying to get them. All right, come on.
Yeah, you ran from the guys successfully.
We took over the barracks and shot the ship, and
Listen.
then it left.
I had there was an actual blast, but gosh dang, if this character does not feel useless 70% of this
You're
arc.
just bad at like.
No,
Good gracious.
Zach, but
This is just
we
building
did
the inevitable.
We did cool
pace.
stuff literally last session, like in that in that bar fight. We kicked ass, man.
we got kicked.
You many ninjas like fucking murdered?
You did great. You did great.
And you fought the other guy. You fought Ajax and them.
And you know what happened of it?
What?
I got sent on the floor and said, "Stay down, old man." And that's what happened.
What level? What level are? What level are you guys right now?
8.
8. Okay.
Yep.
Gosh, dang, it's frustrating.
So, but I guess what I'm trying to say is kind of going on Matthew's train of thought, which is for having the worst luck in terms of dice rolls that we've probably ever had, we still came out relatively unscathed, and we got the crew.
I
back
will
together.
say, it is very cool. We got the crew. We got
Literally,
everything.
I've done that thing where I go off on my own and get in too deep and whatever, and I always get out of it. I almost got ganked by that one dude.
Oh, dude, you would have been toast, bro. You would have been owned, dude. That thing is that thing is a piece.
A piece.
Yeah.
So,
Like a two hit piece on you. That's what you're looking at. If you got uncanny dodge both those times, like that's what you're looking at.
but yeah, and I think especially if we have Blaine next time.
That was okay. Allow me to say this. That was a really, really fun game. It was an awful game for Benji. It was a fun game for Zach.
Wow.
As a 3-player game goes, that was kicking. I don't know. Like that was fun to run.
Yeah.
I'm